Welcome back to our channel. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of Hollywood's blacklist. These actors, once shining stars, have been banned by the industry and forced to leave the limelight forever. James Corden shot to fame as the host of The Late Late Show, quickly becoming an American celebrity known for his approachable and energetic on-screen persona. With popular segments like carpool karaoke and trivia games featuring Hollywood's biggest stars, Corden built a career around his warm, inviting demeanor. However, the image Corden presented on TV clashed with reports of his behavior off-camera. Controversy erupted when stories emerged of his rude and disrespectful treatment of staff at the New York City restaurant Balthazar. The restaurant's owner, Keith McNally, publicly banned Corden after incidents where he allegedly demanded free drinks, berated servers, and even pulled a knife on a waiter. The backlash was swift, leading to Corden being canceled by the public. In response, he issued a public apology on The Late Late Show and directly to McNally, who later lifted the ban. Despite his efforts to mend his image, Corden's time on The Late Late Show is ending, with his departure set for 2023. Whether he can recover from the media firestorm and find a new audience remains to be seen. If you want to explore the journey with me, please leave number 1 and watch this video until the end. Interesting things are waiting for you in the video. Please comment number 1 to let me know that you will be with us until the end of this video. Jussie Smollett, once a rising star on the hit show Empire, saw his career take a dramatic nosedive after being embroiled in a highly publicized controversy. In early 2019, Smollett claimed he was the victim of a hate crime in Chicago, an incident that initially garnered widespread sympathy and support. However, the narrative quickly shifted when police accused him of staging the attack to gain attention and advance his career. The allegations that Smollett orchestrated the attack himself sent shockwaves through Hollywood and the public. As the investigation unfolded, Smollett was charged with filing a false police report, leading to intense media scrutiny and widespread backlash. In the wake of the scandal, Smollett was fired from Empire, and his promising career was left in tatters. The incident severely damaged Smollett's reputation, making him a controversial figure in the entertainment industry. Although he has maintained his innocence, the fallout from the case continues to overshadow his acting career, leaving his future in Hollywood uncertain. James Franco, an actor known for his roles in Rise of the Planet of the Apes, Spring Breakers, and The Disaster Artist over the years, he garnered numerous awards and enjoyed a dynamic collaboration with Seth Rogen, making him a fixture in Hollywood. However, everything unraveled quickly when a blockbuster accusation emerged in 2014. A young girl alleged that Franco attempted to arrange a meeting with her in a hotel room, sending multiple photos that revealed his identity. Franco admitted to sending the messages and later apologized on Twitter. Although his actions were technically legal under New York's age of consent laws, the media and public widely condemned them as highly exploitative. Following this incident, Franco's acting career took a significant hit, and he was effectively dropped by many in the industry. As more women came forward with allegations of inappropriate behavior, including the exploitation of students, Franco faced additional scrutiny. This led to a lawsuit in 2021, where he lost over $2 million. Franco has since claimed to be in treatment for sex addiction, but rebuilding his damaged reputation remains an uphill battle. Kevin Hart, known for his iconic roles in numerous films and a successful career in stand-up comedy. With multiple stand-up albums under his belt, Hart's position in the comedy world has long seemed unshakable. However, his outspoken nature led to controversy, placing him at the center of a heated debate over cancel culture. In 2019, Hart was selected to host the Oscars, a major milestone in his career. However, he was forced to step down after old homophobic tweets resurfaced, sparking backlash. Although Hart claimed these tweets were intended as jokes and apologized for his past comments, the Academy chose to reject him as host. Despite his apology, Hart became a vocal critic of cancel culture, arguing that society often blows things out of proportion. In an interview with Rolling Stone, he expressed his frustration. "I think we love to make big deals out of things that aren't necessarily big deals because we can." Hart remains defiant in his stance against cancel culture, continuing to speak out against what he views as an overreaction to past mistakes. While the controversy has certainly impacted his public image, Kevin Hart remains a significant figure in comedy, unafraid to challenge the status quo. What's better than starting the day with a delicious cup of tea and watching this fascinating video together? Harvey Weinstein, once a towering figure in Hollywood, was known for producing some of the most iconic films in the industry. For years, he held immense power, shaping the careers of countless actors and filmmakers. However, his reign came to a shocking end when he became the focal point of the forward Me Too movement, a wave that forever changed the landscape of Hollywood. In 2017, numerous allegations of sexual misconduct against Weinstein surfaced, revealing a pattern of abuse and harassment that had been kept hidden for decades. These revelations rocked the entertainment world as more and more women came forward to share their harrowing experiences. The accusations led to Weinstein's arrest and a highly publicized trial, where he was ultimately convicted of rape and sexual assault. Weinstein's conviction marked a significant moment in the fight against sexual abuse in the industry. Once a powerful mogul, he is now a symbol of the consequences that come with abusing power. His downfall not only ended his career, but also sparked a broader movement, encouraging survivors to speak out and holding abusers accountable in ways that had never been seen before. Tiger Woods, once the undisputed king of professional golf, faced a monumental career setback when his personal life unraveled in the public eye. Known for his unparalleled skill and dominance on the golf course, Woods was a global icon, with a clean image that made him one of the most marketable athletes in the world. However, that image was shattered in 2009 when a cheating scandal and issues related to substance abuse came to light. The scandal, which involved multiple extramarital affairs, led to a media frenzy and significantly damaged Woods' reputation. As a result, several of his high-profile sponsorships were canceled, and his career seemed to be in free fall. The golfer also took a break from the sport to address his personal issues, further fueling doubts about whether he could ever return to his former glory. Despite the challenges, Woods made a remarkable comeback in the years that followed. He gradually rebuilt his career, culminating in a triumphant victory at the 2019 Masters, where he secured his 15th major championship. Woods' journey from scandal to redemption is one of resilience and determination. Kevin Spacey, best known for his role in House of Cards, became a Hollywood sensation, earning multiple awards, including 2 Screen Actors Guild Awards and 5 consecutive Emmy nominations. His portrayal of a ruthless politician turned United Kingdom president made him a household name, building on an already illustrious career that included a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame and an honorary knighthood. However, Spacey's career collapsed in 2017 when actor Anthony Rapp accused him of making inappropriate advances when Rapp was just 14. Spacey responded with an apology, blaming his actions on being drunk, but this was only the beginning. More accusations followed, including claims from other actors and public figures, leading to widespread condemnation and the cancellation of his upcoming projects. Spacey's attempt to shift focus by coming out as gay was criticized, and he largely withdrew from public life. Despite the fallout, Spacey made a surprising return with cryptic YouTube videos, hinting at a comeback. While his career remains in turmoil, he recently won a court case against Rapp, where he was found not guilty. However, numerous allegations still hang over him, and his future in the industry remains uncertain. Jim Caviezel's career took a dramatic turn following his role as Jesus in Mel Gibson's The Passion of the Christ. In the early 2000s, Caviezel was a rising star, starring in hits like The Thin Red Line and The Count of Monte Cristo. However, after portraying Jesus in Gibson's controversial film, which was both a box office success and criticized for its graphic content and alleged anti-Semitic undertones, Caviezel's career faced significant challenges. Before filming, Gibson warned Caviezel that accepting the role could lead to being shunned by the industry. This warning proved accurate as Caviezel found it increasingly difficult to secure roles after the film's release. In discussions, including one at the First Baptist Church of Orlando, Caviezel shared how Gibson had predicted he would struggle to find work in Hollywood. Despite occasional roles, such as in Sound of Freedom, Caviezel has never regained his previous level of fame. Nonetheless, he has expressed a lack of interest in Hollywood's accolades and fame, choosing instead to embrace his own path. Cameron Diaz, celebrated for her roles in There's Something About Mary, Charlie's Angels, and The Holiday, has been notably absent from the big screen since Annie in 2014. Her retreat from Hollywood isn't due to being banned, but rather a blend of professional and personal decisions. Despite a successful career, Diaz's later films struggled with inconsistent box office results and poor reviews. Annie, while nostalgic, failed both financially and critically, impacting her marketability. Films like The Counselor further tarnished her reputation, and being typecast in less dynamic roles contributed to her reduced interest in pursuing new projects. On a personal level, Diaz took a step back to focus on her well-being and reassess her life priorities. She found peace in her decision to take a break, acknowledging that the time off allowed her to prioritize self-care. While her future in acting remains uncertain, this hiatus has proven beneficial for her overall happiness. Bill Cosby. Released due to a prior non-prosecution agreement after a 2018 conviction for aggravated assault, Cosby's legacy remains deeply tarnished by over 60 allegations of sexual assault. Hollywood, once a supportive playground for him, now decisively shuns him. The Pennsylvania Supreme Court's decision to overturn his conviction has not cleared his name in the court of public opinion. Industry insiders, including PR strategist Howard Bragman, emphasize that Cosby is not seen as innocent, but merely technically not guilty. As a result, no traditional media houses, talent agencies, or studios are willing to reconnect with him. The severe discrepancy between his past wholesome image and the heinous nature of the accusations renders him a toxic figure in the industry. Once a beloved father figure on screen, Cosby is now considered persona non grata, with any potential public engagements limited to the fringe elements of the entertainment industry. Mira Sorvino, once a top actress, faced a career setback after her encounters with Harvey Weinstein in the mid-1990s. While working on Mighty Aphrodite, Sorvino resisted Weinstein's advances, leading to significant consequences. She described unsettling incidents, including Weinstein appearing uninvited at her apartment late at night. Sorvino's refusal to comply with Weinstein triggered a hidden campaign against her. Director Peter Jackson later revealed that Miramax, at Weinstein's request, advised against hiring Sorvino for The Lord of the Rings, branding her as difficult to work with. This was part of a broader scheme by Weinstein to blacklist her, affecting her career during a critical period. The truth about these events came to light with the Me Too movement, which prompted Sorvino to speak out. Her revelations highlighted the systemic mistreatment in Hollywood, and with increased industry awareness, such unfair practices may hopefully become less common. Stacey Dash, once celebrated as a 90s icon for her role in Clueless, has seen her Hollywood career become tumultuous due to her vocal support for conservative views and involvement in divisive activities. Her transition to a role as a political commentator on Fox News, where she aligned with prominent conservative figures, marked a significant shift from her previous image, alienating her from much of Hollywood. Dash made controversial remarks about environmental advocate Leonardo DiCaprio and engaged in public disputes with figures supporting Black Lives Matter, labeling Jesse Williams a plantation slave. Her participation in the anti-abortion film Roe v. Wade, which pushed conspiracy theories, only deepened her rift with the industry. This series of actions and statements culminated in Dash being perceived as too controversial for mainstream Hollywood. Her alignment with contentious political views and divisive public statements have left her largely ostracized in the entertainment industry. Wesley Snipes, once a major action star, saw his career trajectory shift due to several factors that ultimately left him out of favor with Hollywood. Known for his outspoken nature, Snipes often highlighted the industry's racial biases and the limited roles available to minority actors. While his advocacy was commendable, it made him a controversial figure within the industry circles. His career was further impacted by a string of films in the early 90s that failed to resonate with critics, diminishing his box office appeal. Additionally, Snipes faced a significant public and legal issue in 1991 when he was racially profiled and wrongly arrested by the Los Angeles Police Department, an incident that negatively affected his public image. Compounded by his perceived difficult behavior on set and decisions such as turning down sequels like Major League 2, which could have boosted his career, Snipes found himself gradually sidelined in Hollywood. These elements combined to overshadow his early successes, making his path back to the limelight challenging. Have you ever wondered why Lea Michele, once a star of the hit TV series Glee, has faced significant backlash and diminishing career opportunities? Her decline isn't due to a lack of talent, she's shown as Rachel Berry, but rather her off-screen behavior, widely criticized by former co-stars and the public. The controversy escalated during the Black Lives Matter movement, after Lea posted a supportive message following George Floyd's death. This prompted former Glee co-star Samantha Ware to accuse Lea of making her time on the show a living hell, including claims of microaggressions and inappropriate behavior. These allegations led other cast members to share similar stories. Lea's partnership with HelloFresh was terminated as the company distanced itself from her actions. This situation underscores a growing trend in Hollywood. No matter how talented an actor is, off-screen behavior has serious consequences. Mo'Nique, who gained acclaim with her Academy Award win for Precious, saw her career stall due to her outspoken nature and refusal to follow industry norms. Instead of the expected career boost, she faced resistance and fewer opportunities. Her troubles began when she refused to participate in traditional award campaign circuits, including high-profile festivals, without additional compensation. She believed her performance should be enough without extensive self-promotion. This decision led to her being labeled as difficult, and her Oscars acceptance speech, which criticized the political nature of awards, worsened the situation. As a result, Mo'Nique lost out on significant roles, such as those in The Butler and Empire. Director Lee Daniels suggested she was blackballed for not adhering to Hollywood's unwritten rules. Her candid criticism of industry figures like Daniels, Oprah Winfrey, and Tyler Perry further alienated her, proving that complete honesty can have severe repercussions. Roseanne Barr. Once beloved in American television, her career nosedived after a racist tweet in May 2018 targeting Valerie Jarrett, a former advisor to President Obama. The tweet sparked outrage, leading ABC to cancel her revived sitcom, Roseanne. Roseanne tried to blame her behavior on the sedative Ambien, but the excuse fell flat. The situation escalated when her co-star, Sarah Gilbert, publicly condemned the tweet as abhorrent. Roseanne later claimed that Sarah's reaction led to ABC's decision to cancel the show, leaving her devastated. Sarah Gilbert expressed sorrow over the show's end but distanced herself, emphasizing her disappointment in Roseanne's actions. This incident highlighted ongoing concerns about Roseanne's online behavior, which even her son had tried to control. Ultimately, her continued provocative posts led to her being ostracized from Hollywood. Was Hollywood's ban fair? Gina Carano, known for her role as Cara Dune in the hit series The Mandalorian, found herself at the center of a major controversy in 2021 due to a series of social media posts that sparked widespread outrage. Carano made comments that were widely regarded as offensive, including posts that appeared to downplay the Holocaust and criticize mask mandates during the COVID-19 pandemic. The backlash was swift, with many fans and industry professionals calling for her removal from the show. In response, Lucasfilm announced that Carano would no longer be a part of The Mandalorian, stating that her social media posts were abhorrent and unacceptable. The fallout didn't stop there. Carano was also dropped by her talent agency, UTA, effectively ending her involvement with major Hollywood projects. Carano's firing highlighted the growing influence of social media on the careers of public figures and underscored the consequences of sharing controversial opinions in the public sphere. While she has since aligned herself with new projects outside the mainstream, her departure from The Mandalorian marked a significant turning point in her career. Armie Hammer built a promising career in Hollywood, first gaining attention for his portrayal of Billy Graham in a 2008 film, and later becoming a sensation with his role in The Social Network. As a descendant of prominent oil tycoons, Armie had a net worth of $10 million. However, his fame and fortune took a dramatic nosedive when disturbing allegations surfaced in 2021. The controversy began when an anonymous Instagram account leaked screenshots of messages between Armie and several women containing references to rape, violence, and even cannibalism. Armie denied the allegations, but the situation worsened when a woman came forward in March 2021, accusing him of sexual assault in 2017. This led to an investigation by the Los Angeles police, and Armie has since been embroiled in legal battles. As a result of these allegations, Armie Hammer's career has been left in ruins. He has lost multiple movie roles and remains on the outskirts of Hollywood. A recent documentary further explores the accusations and his past behavior, making it unlikely that he will return to the big screen anytime soon. Dane Cook, who gained fame in the mid-2000s with his raunchy humor and energetic performances, saw a sharp decline in his career by the end of the decade. The downturn began with the critical and box office failures of Employee of the Month and Good Luck Chuck. These films, which both failed to impress audiences and earned Razzie nominations, significantly damaged Cook's Hollywood reputation. Cook's comedic style, once popular, began to face criticism for lacking substance. Allegations of joke theft further alienated him from his peers, with figures like Joe Rogan and Louis C.K. accusing him of stealing material. This controversy was notably addressed in an episode of Louis, where Cook and Louis C.K. confronted the issue. Attempts to transition to dramatic roles and superhero or sci-fi genres, such as the poorly received 400 Days, were largely unsuccessful. His TV ventures, including the unaired NBC sitcom Next Caller, also faltered due to creative differences. It appears Cook's efforts to revive his career have struggled to gain traction. Will Smith first rose to fame with his role on The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air and went on to star in blockbuster films like Men in Black, Bad Boys, I Am Legend, and the live-action remake of Aladdin. With his movies grossing an incredible $9 billion worldwide and a net worth of $350 million, few actors have enjoyed the level of success that Will has achieved. However, his reputation took a significant hit after a controversial incident at the Oscars. During the last Oscars, comedian Chris Rock made a joke about Will's wife, Jada Pinkett Smith, prompting Will to storm the stage and slap Chris across the face. He then shouted at Chris to keep his wife's name out of his mouth. The shocking moment led to Will being banned from the Oscars for 10 years, and social media swiftly canceled the actor. Despite issuing an apology at the Oscars and a more extensive one online, the damage to Will's image was done, and many began to view him in a different light. The slap incident severely impacted Will's image as a family-friendly, approachable actor, leading to the cancellation of several of his planned projects. Elizabeth Berkley, widely known for her role as Jessie Spano on Saved by the Bell. Her career took a dramatic turn with her leap to the big screen in the 1995 film Showgirls. This NC-17 rated movie, featuring Elizabeth in scenes far removed from her wholesome TV image, shocked audiences with its full frontal nudity and intense dance sequences. Showgirls was critically panned, earning just $37 million against its $40 million budget. Critics savaged Elizabeth's performance, and her sudden shift from teen icon to a risque film star led to widespread backlash. This negative reception resulted in her unofficial blacklisting in Hollywood, with casting directors and producers steering clear. However, Elizabeth wasn't solely to blame. Director Paul Verhoeven later acknowledged that the film's failure was on him and screenwriter Joe Esterhazy, not Elizabeth, who followed their direction to the letter. Lindsay Lohan's Hollywood career suffered due to unprofessional behaviors, such as frequent tardiness and erratic conduct on set. Her reliability took a hit when the CEO of Morgan Creek Productions publicly criticized her in 2006 for missing work, marking a severe blow to her professional image. Additionally, Jane Fonda confronted her over unprofessionalism during the filming of Georgia Rule, highlighting ongoing issues. These patterns of behavior continued to impact her career, as evident during her time on the set of Glee, where she was reportedly unprepared and disruptive. This behavior made casting directors and producers wary, fearing on-set disruptions and potential financial losses, which limited her opportunities in major Hollywood productions. Despite past challenges, Lohan has recently appeared in the Netflix romantic comedy Irish Wish. This role suggests that she might be on the path to reviving her career, signaling a possible comeback in the entertainment industry. Shia LaBeouf, best known for his iconic roles in the Transformers series, has also pursued a career as a motivational speaker and performance artist. With a net worth of $25 million, Shia seemed to be thriving in Hollywood. However, his success was jeopardized when serious accusations emerged, particularly from his relationship with fellow actor FKA Twigs, real name Talia Barnett, who was with Shia from 2018 to 2019. According to FKA Twigs, their relationship was a toxic nightmare, leading her to file a lawsuit in December 2020, accusing Shia of sexual assault, battery, and emotional distress. One disturbing claim involved Shia threatening to crash their car unless she professed her love for him. In response to the lawsuit, Shia issued a public apology, expressing shame for his past behavior and acknowledging his struggles with mental health. He claimed that he had reformed and recently converted to Catholicism in August 2022. Despite his efforts to turn over a new leaf, Hollywood remains skeptical, and it will be a challenge for Shia to regain his place in the limelight and earn the forgiveness of the public. Chrissy Teigen, a model and television icon who first gained fame on the cover of Sports Illustrated. Married to singer John Legend, Teigen seemed poised for a long and successful career. However, in May 2021, her past came back to haunt her when disturbing accusations surfaced, drastically damaging her public image. Courtney Stodden, a singer and model, claimed that Teigen sent her hateful messages in 2011 when Stodden was a minor and married to Doug Hutchison. Among the shocking messages, Chrissy allegedly told Courtney she couldn't wait for her to die. The public reacted with outrage, demanding accountability. Teigen swiftly apologized, expressing deep regret for her past actions, stating, "I'm horrified at the person I used to be. I will work forevermore on being better." While Courtney accepted the apology, she questioned its sincerity, noting that it only came after public backlash. As a result of the controversy, Teigen lost most of her brand partnerships and movie roles. Despite the fallout, Chrissy has committed to self-improvement, celebrating a year of sobriety in July 2022 as she seeks to reform her past behavior. Johnny Depp is best known for his iconic role in the Pirates of the Caribbean series, making him one of the biggest film stars in the world by the 2010s, with earnings as high as $75 million a year and a net worth of $400 million. However, his career and reputation took a devastating hit after a 2018 op-ed by his ex-wife, Amber Heard, alleged that Depp had been abusive during their marriage, leading to widespread media reports branding him as a wife-beater. In response, Depp sued Heard for libel, claiming that her accusations were false and that she had been the abusive one in their relationship. The highly publicized trial, which became a media sensation, dragged on for several years and culminated in a verdict in June 2022. The jury found in Depp's favor, declaring that Heard had lied about the abuse and that the media outlets had defamed him, costing him millions in lost movie deals. Despite the legal victory, Depp's career remains in a precarious position. The public's perception of him is still divided, and many studios are hesitant to work with him due to the lingering controversy. Armie Hammer's rapid decline in Hollywood serves as a poignant reminder of how quickly fortunes can change in the entertainment industry. His career came to an abrupt halt in 2021 following a series of serious allegations, including accusations of sexual assault and the emergence of disturbing messages related to certain fantasies. These allegations exploded into a full-blown scandal, compelling Hammer to withdraw from several high-profile projects, including a film opposite Jennifer Lopez. Despite the Los Angeles District Attorney's decision in 2023 not to file charges due to insufficient evidence, the damage to Hammer's reputation was already extensive. The entertainment industry, cautious of association, largely shunned him. This led Hammer to seek alternative employment outside of acting, notably working as a sober companion. The repercussions of the scandal indicate that Hammer's return to acting is highly unlikely, illustrating the lasting impact of public controversies on personal and professional lives in Hollywood. Shia LaBeouf found his career derailed by a series of controversies that tarnished his public image. His troubles began with a 2017 traffic stop where he made racially charged comments to a black police officer, claiming the officer targeted him due to his race and made inappropriate remarks about his wife. The incident sparked backlash, leading to a public apology from Shia, a year of probation, and mandatory anger management therapy. Despite these efforts and a brief career resurgence with successful projects like Honey Boy and the Peanut Butter Falcon, Shia's past continued to overshadow him. The situation took a darker turn when his former partner, musician FKA Twigs, filed a lawsuit against him for sexual assault and infliction of emotional distress. These serious allegations cemented his fall from grace, leading to an unofficial blacklist from Hollywood, effectively halting any potential opportunities, including rumored considerations for a major role in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Tobey Maguire, once Hollywood's golden boy thanks to his iconic role as Spider-Man, has faced numerous challenges that dimmed his once bright star. Known for his performances, Maguire also encountered rough patches on set, notably with co-stars like James Franco and Charlize Theron, hinting at deeper off-screen issues. During the peak of his Spider-Man fame, Maguire's health concerns led him to request schedule changes for the sequels, causing a temporary rift that saw him almost replaced until industry supporters intervened. Despite apologizing for his actions, his reputation took a hit, and perceptions of him as a diva persisted. These clashes and his demanding nature gradually cooled his reception in Hollywood, leading to fewer roles over time. While Maguire has expressed indifference to being seen as lacking charisma, it's clear that his reserved and challenging personality hasn't helped sustain his career in the limelight. Justin Timberlake, a best-selling musician, is also well known for his roles in movies like The Social Network and Bad Teacher. He began his music journey with the boy band NSYNC before launching a successful solo career with hits like Gone and Like I Love You. Timberlake quickly became a global sensation, even performing at the Super Bowl in 2004, a performance that nearly derailed his career, but we'll get to that shortly. In 2021, Justin's career faced fresh controversy when the documentary Framing Britney Spears was released. The film brought attention to an interview he gave shortly after his breakup with Britney Spears, where he confirmed their intimacy. This revelation damaged Britney's public image at the time, while Justin's career initially benefited. Years later, however, the public backlash hit him hard, leading to widespread criticism for sharing private details without her consent. Timberlake eventually apologized, and many were willing to forgive him. Despite the turmoil, Justin's fame and musical success endured. But if you think Timberlake's story is shocking, there's even more drama ahead. Next up is James Franco, a former Hollywood star whose career hit a major decline after several controversies. Despite early success, including an Emmy nomination for playing James Dean and an Oscar nod for 127 Hours, his personal life began to overshadow his work. The turning point came in 2014 when a questionable interaction with a young fan surfaced, drawing widespread attention. Even though James defended it as an innocent exchange, the incident left a lasting mark. Things escalated further in 2018 after his Golden Globe win for The Disaster Artist, when a fellow actress made cryptic comments that reignited scrutiny of his behavior. These controversies led to distancing by former collaborators like Seth Rogen, who stated he has no plans to work with James again. As a result, James's Hollywood opportunities have dwindled, leaving many to wonder if he will ever make a comeback. Louis Alfred Zecchali, once a beloved figure in the world of comedy, saw his career take a dramatic nosedive after admitting to multiple incidents of sexual misconduct. Known for his sharp wit and boundary-pushing humor, Louis C.K. was at the top of his game, with critically acclaimed stand-up specials and a successful television series. However, in 2017, allegations surfaced that Louis C.K. had engaged in inappropriate behavior with several women in the comedy industry. He later confirmed the accusations, acknowledging his misconduct and expressing remorse. The backlash was swift and severe, leading to the cancellation of his projects, including his hit show Louis, and the shelving of a highly anticipated film he had directed. The fallout from these revelations caused a significant decline in Louis C.K.'s career. Once a dominant voice in comedy, he found himself largely shunned by the industry and many fans. While he has attempted a slow return to the stage, the scandal has left an indelible mark on his reputation and career trajectory, reminding the public of the consequences of abuse of power in the entertainment industry. Randy Quaid, once a celebrated actor known for his work in both comedy and drama, saw his career unravel due to a series of legal and behavioral issues. His troubles began in 2006 with a lawsuit against the producers of Brokeback Mountain. By 2009, Quaid and his wife, Evie, were arrested for defrauding an innkeeper in Santa Barbara using a bogus credit card to cover a $10,000 bill. The couple's legal problems continued in 2010 when they were charged with burglary after illegally occupying a property they claimed was fraudulently taken from them. Seeking asylum in Canada due to fears of being targeted by Hollywood star whackers, Quaid's bid for permanent residency was denied in 2013, leading to his deportation back to the United States. Randy Quaid's career took another hit when he was banned for life by the Actors Equity Association, following accusations of mistreating fellow performers during the musical Lone Star Love. With this ban and the show's cancellation, it seems unlikely that the 73-year-old actor will return to the screen. Kevin Spacey, a double Oscar winner and former star of House of Cards, experienced a dramatic career collapse following allegations of sexual misconduct that emerged in 2017. The fallout was swift. He was removed from House of Cards, and his role in All the Money in the World was recast and reshot with Christopher Plummer. An arbitrator later ruled that Spacey's actions breached his contract, resulting in a $31 million penalty for the show's producers. Spacey was cleared of assault charges in a high-profile London trial, where Elton John testified in his defense. Hollywood remains cautious. While he might find work opportunities in Europe, his prospects in Hollywood are dim. The industry's skepticism is fueled by his ongoing legal battles, unresolved civil lawsuits, and significant financial burdens from legal fees. Despite Spacey's optimism about returning to the screen, industry sentiment suggests that his comeback may be more complicated than he hopes, reminiscent of other actors who faced similar scandals. Ellen DeGeneres, known for her role in the sitcom Ellen and as the host of The Ellen DeGeneres Show, built a successful career with an estimated net worth of $375 million. She portrayed herself as fun-loving and friendly on screen, but allegations from 10 ex-employees revealed a different side. They accused Ellen of fostering a toxic, racist, and intimidating work environment, failing to address sexual harassment, making racist microaggressions, and firing employees who took medical leave. During the pandemic, she was also accused of replacing her team with non-unionized workers. Initially, Ellen denied the allegations, but the story gained momentum on social media, leading to public outcry. In response, her office launched an internal investigation, and Ellen issued a public apology, acknowledging the gap between her intentions and the reality of what occurred on set. She expressed disappointment and vowed to correct the issues moving forward. Despite her efforts, the damage was done. In May 2022, The Ellen DeGeneres Show announced its final season, marking an uncertain future for the once beloved celebrity icon. Megan Fox saw her visibility wane following a controversial interview where she unfavorably compared director Michael Bay to Hitler. This comment provoked backlash, particularly from producer Steven Spielberg, who advocated for her removal from the Transformers franchise, significantly derailing her career. This incident painted Fox as difficult to work with, leading to further isolation within Hollywood circles. Her strained relationships extended beyond Bay and Spielberg, as evidenced by denunciations from the Transformers crew, who labeled her ungrateful and difficult. These disputes have considerably impacted her career, limiting her roles in major Hollywood productions. Fox criticizing the superficial demands placed on her, like an incident where Bay allegedly had her wash his Ferrari as part of an audition. Her resistance to being typecast as a mere sex symbol and her willingness to speak out seemed to have alienated her from Hollywood's mainstream.
Thank you for watching my video. There are many other interesting things in the next videos. Please look forward to it. Thank you and goodbye.
I've said all along that the one place that I would want to make my first step back out was Texas.
Welcome to our channel. In today's world, accountability is at a premium. More people are losing their jobs because of inappropriate behavior than ever before. Here are the celebrities who have come under fire for accusations of racism as society demands justice for their actions and words. The late radio personality Don Imus was infamous for his crude and often racist humor. Throughout his career, Imus became known for skating over controversy, frequently using his platform to feature questionable material. His style earned him the label good-natured racist from the Los Angeles Times. However, the tides began to turn against him, and by 2007, the public's patience with his antics had worn thin. The tipping point came during a segment on his long-running show, Imus in the Morning, when he referred to the Rutgers women's basketball team as nappy-headed hoes, a remark that was reported by the New York Times. The backlash was immediate and severe. Both NBC News and CBS Radio responded swiftly to the outcry, suspending Imus for 2 weeks. This suspension soon became permanent, heavily influenced by the campaigns led by civil rights activists Al Sharpton and Jesse Jackson. Despite this significant setback, Imus managed to find his way back to the airwaves. Less than a year after his show was canceled, he returned to radio with a new cast and a new program on WABC. Imus continued to broadcast until his passing in late 2019 at the age of 79. If you want to explore the journey with me, please leave number 1 and watch this video until the end. Interesting things are waiting for you in the video. In 2013, Paula Deen found herself at the center of a racial controversy. It began when Lisa T. Jackson, a manager at one of Deen's restaurants, filed a harassment lawsuit against her. During her testimony, Deen admitted to using racial slurs and tolerating racist jokes. She also shared her vision of a Southern-style plantation wedding for her brother, inspired by a restaurant where the all-black serving staff wore white dress jackets and black bow ties. This revelation, captured in a video deposition, caused an uproar when it leaked to the public. The fallout was swift and severe. Critics slammed the celebrity chef for her admissions, and the New York Times reported that Deen posted 2 apology videos on YouTube, only the second of which remained. In that video, Deen claimed, "Your color of your skin, your religion, your sexual preference does not matter." However, the damage was already done, and for the Food Network, her apologies were too little, too late. The network swiftly responded to the controversy. A spokesperson for the Food Network announced that they would not be renewing Deen's contract, effectively ending her association with the channel. This decision marked a significant turning point in Deen's career, illustrating the industry's growing intolerance for racial insensitivity. What's better than starting the day with a delicious cup of tea and watching this fascinating video together? Anthony Cumia, was one half of the radio duo Opie and Anthony, a partnership that entertained listeners for nearly 2 decades, starting in 1995. The show, known for its outrageous content, began airing on Sirius XM in 2004. However, a decade later, Cumia's career with the show came to an abrupt end. The incident that led to Cumia's downfall occurred in Times Square, New York. According to Cumia, he was taking pictures when a woman who inadvertently got into his shot assaulted him. In response, Cumia had a public meltdown on Twitter. In a series of now-deleted tweets preserved by Gawker, he lashed out at the woman and her race, calling her a savage and declaring, "There's a deep-seated problem with violence in the black community. They prey on white people." Cumia and the show had previously faced controversies, but this incident was too significant to ignore. According to the New York Times, Sirius XM decided to fire Cumia, stating that his behavior was wholly inconsistent with what Sirius XM represents. This decision marked the end of Cumia's tenure on the show, highlighting the limits of acceptable behavior even in a medium known for pushing boundaries. Please comment number 1 to let me know that you will be with us until the end of this video. In March of 2018, Roseanne Barr made a highly anticipated return to TV after more than 20 years, drawing enormous viewership numbers. According to the Washington Post, the series premiere of Roseanne marked ABC's biggest hour-long telecast since 2006. The show's comeback was initially celebrated as a major success. However, the celebration was short-lived. Roseanne Barr, known for her controversial persona, took to Twitter with a now-deleted tweet targeting Valerie Jarrett, a woman of color and former aide. Barr's offensive tweet read, "The Muslim Brotherhood and Planet of the Apes had a baby." The backlash was immediate and severe. Just hours after the tweet, ABC swiftly canceled Roseanne, despite having renewed it for another season. Barr's agency, ICM Partners, also dropped her. In the days following the incident, Barr issued a series of tweets attempting to explain and apologize for her actions, most of which have since been deleted, as reported by Deadline. She apologized to Jarrett, attributing her tweet to ambient tweeting, and expressed remorse for the actors and writers who lost their jobs due to the show's cancellation. Megyn Kelly is no stranger to controversial comments regarding race. Known for once laughing at the suggestion that Santa Claus could be anything other than white and telling kids Santa just is white, Kelly's views have often sparked debate. However, it was her discussion on blackface that ultimately got her fired from NBC in 2018. In October of that year, an all-white panel on Megyn Kelly Today discussed the appropriateness of blackface for Halloween costumes. Kelly questioned, "What is racist? You do get in trouble if you are a white person who puts on blackface on Halloween, or a black person who puts on whiteface for Halloween. Like that was okay when I was a kid, as long as you were dressing like a character." Her comments sparked immediate backlash. Shortly afterward, Kelly sent an email to NBC staffers apologizing for her tone-deaf discussion, explaining, "I've never been a politically correct type of person. She returned to the air the following day to apologize to her viewers, receiving a standing ovation that many found oddly placed. However, the damage was done. NBC ran a rerun in place of Kelly's show the next day, and the cancellation of Megyn Kelly Today followed shortly after. Don Cherry, a former NHL coach and renowned Canadian hockey personality, made a name for himself with his unapologetic and brash persona. Celebrated for his candidness, Cherry often said the first thing that came to his mind. During a segment of Coach's Corner in 2019, Cherry delivered his final nationally broadcasted rant, targeting immigrants in Canada. Cherry's comments were met with immediate backlash. This wasn't his first time courting controversy. He had previously criticized Colin Kaepernick's national anthem protest and had a history of mocking and criticizing Europeans. His stance on immigrants was also nothing new. In a 1990 interview with the CBC, he had bragged about his nationalism and complained about immigrants stealing jobs. However, his latest remarks proved to be the tipping point. Following the uproar, Cherry was let go by Sportsnet. Company president Bart Yabsley stated via USA Today, "Sports brings people together. It unites us, not divides us." Following further discussions with Don Cherry after Saturday night's broadcast, it has been decided that it is the right time for him to immediately step down. This decision marked the end of Cherry's long and contentious career on national television. In June 2020, Vanderpump Rules underwent a major shakeup, axing 4 of its cast members for alleged racist behavior. The cleansing began after former cast member Faith Stowers shared her experiences of being the only black person on the show. Speaking on Instagram Live with Candace Rice, Stowers recounted the harassment she faced, saying, "They were calling me names, saying my hair was nappy. Stowers also revealed that cast members Kristen Dutt and Stassi Schroeder falsely identified her as a criminal on the run and reported her to the police. "This woman was robbing people, and they called the cops and said it was me," Stowers said. This incident reignited outrage and led to the resurfacing of previous racist tweets from new cast members Brett Caprioni and Max Boyens. Although Caprioni and Boyens had apologized for their past tweets and were initially allowed to stay on the show, this time the network took decisive action. A representative told Page 6 Bravo and Evolution Media confirmed today that Stassi Schroeder, Kristen Dutt, Max Boyens, and Brett Caprioni will not be returning to Vanderpump Rules. In response to a series of racist tweets from 2012 and 2013, MTV made the decision to shelve Taylor Selfridge's scheduled special and end their relationship with her. A spokesperson for MTV told People magazine that they pulled the special from their schedule due to Selfridge's past racist statements on social media. According to The Blast, the tweets included disparaging remarks about black people, with one tweet stating, "We have to greet everyone at work, but sometimes I won't greet the black people because they scare me." It was noted that MTV had been aware of these tweets for some time, as Cheyenne Floyd had confronted Selfridge about them during an episode of Teen Mom OG. In response to the backlash, Selfridge posted a statement on her Instagram story apologizing for her past actions. She also indicated that she was the one who decided to back out of the special, suggesting that she no longer saw the reality TV lifestyle as beneficial for her. Reflecting on current events and the selective application of rules in reality TV, Selfridge expressed a lack of further respect for the industry. Abby Lee Miller, known for her role as the dance instructor on Lifetime's Dance Moms for 8 seasons, faced significant controversy when her new spin-off show, Abby's Virtual Dance-Off, was canceled amidst accusations of racist comments. The controversy escalated when Adriana Smith, mother of Dance Moms star Cameron, publicly criticized Miller's behavior. Smith recounted a statement allegedly made by Miller during Season 8, where Miller said, "I know you grew up in the hood with only a box of 8 crayons, but I grew up in the country club with a box of 64, don't be stupid." Smith interpreted this as Miller asserting her superiority. Further allegations emerged from Camille Bridges, another mother on the show, who claimed that Miller portrayed her daughter Cameron in a derogatory light with racist undertones. News reported on Bridges' accusations, adding to the controversy surrounding Miller's conduct. In response to the backlash, Miller posted a black square on Instagram in solidarity with the Black Lives Matter movement and issued an apology. She acknowledged her past remarks and behavior, expressing regret and stating her commitment to learning from the experience. Hartley Sawyer, known for his role as Ralph Dibny on The Flash, faced consequences when disturbing tweets from his now-deleted Twitter account resurfaced. In these tweets, Sawyer made offensive remarks, including one about Al Sharpton and another expressing a skewed view on equality. Following public outrage and backlash, Sawyer issued an apology on Instagram. Despite his apology, the network and producers took swift action. In June 2020, Sawyer was fired from The Flash. Network executives clarified their stance in a statement to Variety, emphasizing that they do not tolerate derogatory remarks targeting any race, ethnicity, national origin, gender, or sexual orientation. This incident underscored the accountability demanded in the entertainment industry regarding past and present behaviors on social media, reflecting broader societal expectations for responsible and respectful conduct. Lea Michele, renowned for her role as Rachel Berry on Glee, found herself embroiled in controversy after tweeting about George Floyd's death and supporting Black Lives Matter. Her former co-star, Samantha Ware, who played Jane Hayward on Glee, responded with accusations of Michele making her time on the show a living hell. Ware detailed alleged microaggressions and hurtful comments Michele had made. In response to the backlash, Michele issued a statement apologizing for her behavior, acknowledging that she had hurt others with her actions, even though she claimed not to remember the specific incidents with Ware. The fallout continued swiftly. HelloFresh, a brand Michele had a paid partnership with, announced on Twitter that they were ending their relationship with her immediately. Their statement emphasized their stance against racism and discrimination, expressing disappointment over the claims against Michele. Belle Gibson, an Australian wellness influencer, rose to fame in 2013 with her mobile app and cookbooks promoting a healthy lifestyle through natural remedies. She claimed to be managing multiple cancers with her diet and lifestyle choices, garnering widespread attention and trust. However, in 2015, rumors surfaced questioning the authenticity of her cancer claims and her charitable donations. Under mounting pressure, Gibson admitted to lying about her illness in an interview with the Australian Women's Weekly. She attributed her behavior to her upbringing, but acknowledged the falsehoods. The revelation led to a rapid downfall of her career and credibility. In 2017, she was fined $410,000 for deceiving consumers and making false claims. Despite the evidence against her, Gibson continued to maintain her innocence regarding certain aspects of her deception. Liam Neeson sparked intense debate on social media during an interview where he candidly discussed a personal incident from nearly 40 years ago. While promoting one of his movies, Neeson revealed how he had reacted to the sexual assault of a close friend by a black man. He admitted to feeling intense anger and a desire for revenge, even roaming the streets with a weapon, hoping to provoke a confrontation with a black man. Neeson's admission stirred strong reactions, with many condemning his actions as racist. Critics argued that his behavior reflected deep-seated prejudice. However, others, including celebrities like Trevor Noah and Whoopi Goldberg, defended Neeson, appreciating his honesty and acknowledging his subsequent regret and shame. The controversy did not derail Neeson's career, but it did affect his public image and likability. It underscored broader discussions about racism, forgiveness, and the consequences of past actions in the context of personal growth and societal judgment. Chris Harrison, a long-standing figure on The Bachelor and its spin-offs, faced a dramatic career setback in 2021 following an interview with Rachel Lindsay, a former bachelorette. During the interview for Extra, Harrison addressed controversial actions by Bachelor contestant Rachel Kirkconnell, including attending a plantation-themed party and liking racially insensitive social media posts. Harrison's comments sparked widespread criticism, particularly when he questioned the significance of Kirkconnell's actions in 2018 versus 2021, using the term woke police and suggesting people withhold judgment. His remarks were seen as dismissive and insensitive, prompting a significant public backlash. Rachel Lindsay, deeply upset by Harrison's remarks, left the franchise, citing her disgust with his response. Harrison was subsequently suspended and later fired by the Bachelor franchise amidst calls for accountability and cultural sensitivity. The incident highlighted ongoing debates about racism, cultural awareness, and the responsibilities of public figures in addressing sensitive issues. Katherine Heigl's reputation for being difficult to work with was significantly amplified by a 2008 interview with Vanity Fair. In the interview, she openly criticized the movie Knocked Up, in which she starred, branding it as a little sexist and expressing frustration with its portrayal of women. This drew backlash because she had chosen to be part of the film. A year later, Heigl starred in The Ugly Truth, a movie that received criticism for its perceived misogyny. This further fueled perceptions that she was difficult to collaborate with, giving directors and producers additional reasons to approach working with her cautiously. In response to her reputation, Heigl emphasized that she is not inherently rude, unkind, or mean-spirited. This episode underscored the challenges actors face in managing public perceptions and the impact of their public statements on their careers.
Thank you for watching my video. There are many other interesting things in the next videos. Please look forward to it. Thank you and goodbye.
Hello, my friend. Hollywood is tough enough without off-screen drama, but for some co-stars, tensions run too high. Whether it's a long-running TV show or a movie set, things can go south quickly. Even Hollywood's biggest stars couldn't always fake getting along, and some use their influence to have their rivals kicked off set. Here are a few actors who did just that. While Shannen Doherty has since gained admiration for her brave battle with breast cancer, she was once known for clashing with her co-stars. One such clash occurred with Tori Spelling, daughter of famed 90s TV executive Aaron Spelling, on the set of Beverly Hills 90210. After a particularly intense fight between Doherty and co-star Jenny Garth, Tori made the tough decision to have Doherty fired. Reflecting on the incident, Spelling recalled, "I remember hearing the door fly open, everyone screaming and crying. That's when I found out the boys had to break up Jenny and Shannen. It was like a fist fight." Despite her hesitation, Tori ultimately turned to her influential father, Aaron Spelling, to end the chaos after the cast pushed her to act. "I felt terrible doing it," she admitted. "Shannen was my friend, but I knew it was the right call." Doherty was let go after the 4th season, but her departure didn't come without a pang of guilt for Spelling, who struggled with the weight of the decision. Doherty later reprised her iconic role as Brenda Walsh in the 90210 reboot, but it wasn't the last time she'd faced tension with co-stars. This incident, however, remains one of the most infamous behind-the-scenes dramas of the 90s. Charlie Sheen's tumultuous exit from 2.5 Men after a very public feud with show creator Chuck Lorre was one of the biggest Hollywood scandals at the time. His character was written off after season 8, but that experience taught Sheen how quickly power dynamics could shift on a major series. However, Sheen didn't leave those lessons behind when he moved on to his next show, Anger Management. On the set of Anger Management, Sheen's relationship with co-star Selma Blair began to sour, leading to a very dramatic fallout. Reports surfaced that Sheen texted Blair directly to tell her she'd been fired from the show. While Sheen cited creative differences for her exit, claiming the show wasn't about their relationship and fans were more interested in his previous 2.5 Men character, the situation hinted at something deeper. According to TMZ, Blair had raised concerns with producers about Sheen's notorious off-screen behavior, which didn't sit well with the actor. Allegedly, Sheen demanded that Blair be fired or he would walk from the show. In the end, it was Blair who left Anger Management, a move that many saw as Sheen flexing his influence behind the scenes once again. Though The Lords of Flatbush may not rank among Sylvester Stallone's most iconic films, it did mark a pivotal moment in his Hollywood career and his relationship with fellow actor Richard Gere. Initially, Stallone and Gere were set to co-star in the film, but things quickly soured between the two. Stallone later admitted to Ain't It Cool News that he pulled strings to have Gere replaced, recalling how their personalities clashed from the start. "We never hit it off. He strutted around like he was the toughest guy on set. During a fight scene improv, he got too rough and I told him to lighten up, but he was impossible to deal with. The tension only escalated. During a rehearsal break at Coney Island, Gere's messy eating habits sealed his fate. The two actors were sharing the back seat of a car when Gere, holding a mustard-covered chicken, spilled some of it on Stallone. Stallone, known for his no-nonsense attitude, didn't take it well. I told him, "If it gets on my pants, you're gonna know about it." Sure enough, a river of mustard landed on my thigh. I elbowed him in the head and basically pushed him out of the car. The incident forced the director to choose between the two, and Gere was ultimately let go. Stallone admitted that to this day, Gere harbors ill feelings toward him, summing it up with a tongue-in-cheek remark, "It's a real mustardastrophe." In Die Hard with a Vengeance, 1995, Bruce Willis's John McClane got a new partner in Zeus Carver, a role that was initially written with Lawrence Fishburne in mind. According to Quentin Tarantino, who discussed the film in a 2020 episode of the Rewatchables podcast, Fishburne felt confident about landing the role and demanded a $1 million payday. However, the tables turned at the 1994 Cannes Film Festival, where one of the producers saw Samuel L. Jackson's standout performance in Pulp Fiction and decided to cast him instead. Jackson took over the role of Zeus, leaving Fishburne without the part and, seemingly, without leverage. But Fishburne wasn't ready to let it go. In July 1994, before the film hit theaters, Fishburne sued the production company for breach of contract, claiming he was promised the role. After a 3-year legal battle, the lawsuit was settled for $750,000, just shy of the amount Fishburne originally asked for to play the role. Though he didn't land the part, Fishburne still walked away with a significant payout. What's better than starting the day with a delicious cup of tea and watching this fascinating video together? The Expendables franchise, known for its star-studded cast of action icons like Sylvester Stallone, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Jet Li, Terry Crews, and Jason Statham, featured Bruce Willis in a fitting cameo in 2010's The Expendables, followed by a larger role in The Expendables 2, 2012. Given his legendary status as an action hero from the Die Hard series, many fans expected Willis to return for The Expendables 3 in 2014. However, that didn't happen. In August 2013, Sylvester Stallone made a surprising announcement on Twitter, declaring, "Willis out. Harrison Ford in. Great news. Been waiting years for this." This cast change shocked fans, and the following day, The Hollywood Reporter revealed the reason behind Willis's sudden exit: a pay dispute. Willis had been offered $3 million for 4 days of work, but allegedly demanded $4 million, equating to $1 million per day. Stallone and the producers moved quickly, casting Harrison Ford within just 72 hours of Willis's departure. Ultimately, Ford's addition was celebrated, but Willis's abrupt exit became a major talking point in Hollywood at the time. Lauren Cohan, known for her portrayal of Maggie Rhee on The Walking Dead, became a fan favorite after joining the show in its second season. However, Maggie's departure in Season 9, where she leaves the Hilltop Colony to join a new group of survivors, wasn't just a narrative choice. Behind the scenes, Cohan's contract negotiations didn't pan out as she had hoped, leading to her being written off the show. While fans speculated that money was the driving factor, Cohan later clarified that there was more to her decision. In an interview on Radio Andy in 2018, Cohan revealed that she had already been looking to explore different genres, particularly comedy and lighter fare. 8 years is a long time to spend in one character, she reflected. Soon after, Cohan starred in the ABC action comedy Whiskey Cavalier, signaling her desire to branch out from the intense world of The Walking Dead. Luckily for Maggie fans, her character was not killed off, leaving the door open for a potential return. In October 2019, it was announced that Cohan would be returning to The Walking Dead as a series regular for the show's 11th and final season. She even made a surprise return toward the end of Season 10, much to the delight of longtime viewers. In 1980, Three's Company was one of the most popular sitcoms on television, with Suzanne Summers playing the lovable and ditzy Chrissy Snow. Despite the show's success, a behind-the-scenes pay dispute led to Summers' unexpected exit. At the time, Summers was earning $30,000 per episode, significantly less than her co-star John Ritter, who was making $150,000. When Summers pushed for equal pay, ABC only offered a $5,000 raise per episode. Standing firm, Summers demanded the same salary as Ritter, but the network refused. As a result of the dispute, Summers missed tapings for the 3rd and 4th episodes of Season 5, leading to her eventual firing. In a 2015 revisit of the controversy by The Hollywood Reporter, it was revealed that Summers' manager and husband, Alan Hamill, had been warned that ABC wasn't willing to offer more. Earlier that same year, the network had faced pressure and granted raises to Penny Marshall and Cindy Williams of Laverne and Shirley, and Summers was reportedly made an example to avoid further pay demands from female leads. Despite the abrupt end to her time on Three's Company, Summers would go on to have a successful career, though the pay dispute remains one of the most talked about moments in television history. Robert Duvall's portrayal of Tom Hagen, the Corleone family's sharp but cautious consigliere, in 1972's The Godfather earned him critical acclaim and his first Academy Award nomination. He reprised the role in The Godfather Part 2, 1974, solidifying his status in the iconic franchise. However, when The Godfather Part 3 hit theaters in 1990, fans noticed Hagen's absence, with the film explaining that the character had passed away between the two stories. In a 2004 interview with Charlie Rose, Duvall revealed that his decision not to return for the third film was largely due to a pay dispute. He explained, "I said I would work easily if they paid Al Pacino twice what they paid me, that's fine. But not 3 or 4 times, which is what they did." Duvall was unwilling to accept such a significant disparity in salaries, leading to his departure from the franchise. Reflecting on the decision in a 2010 interview with Reuters, Duvall expressed no regrets about missing out on The Godfather Part 3, noting that many critics and fans alike agreed it didn't live up to the standards set by the first 2 films. Shannon Doherty's exit from Charmed may have been officially chalked up to the WB encouraging her to pursue other interests, but Hollywood insiders know that the real reason had much more to do with behind-the-scenes tension with co-star Alyssa Milano. Despite the network's attempt to keep things quiet, Doherty herself alluded to the drama when she told Entertainment Tonight there was so much drama on the set and not enough passion for the work. "I'm 30 years old, and I don't have time for drama anymore." Doherty's departure after just 3 seasons left fans shocked, especially as the show continued successfully for 5 more years without her. While she maintained that it was a personal decision, her friction with Milano was an open secret. Milano, on the other hand, has remained vague, once commenting, "I don't know if she got fired. We never really found out what happened. But as the saying goes, where there's smoke, there's usually fire." Despite Alec Baldwin's history of personal controversies, he's often been able to maintain control over his career and co-stars. One such instance occurred during preparations for the Broadway play Orphans, where Baldwin and his would-be co-star Shia LaBeouf clashed from the start. When tensions reached a breaking point, Baldwin reportedly approached the producers, demanding that LaBeouf be fired. Alec went to the producers and said, "I can't take it another day, fire him," an insider recounted. Baldwin himself opened up to Vulture, acknowledging the friction between the two. He shared that LaBeouf had attacked him in front of the cast and crew one day, prompting Baldwin to offer to quit. But the producers refused, telling him, "No, no, no," and instead they fired LaBeouf. Baldwin's influence clearly won out, keeping him in the lead role. Surprisingly, LaBeouf took the situation in stride. He remained upbeat after his departure, praising the production and its new cast member, Ben Foster. "They got the show they need," LaBeouf said, complimenting Foster's talent and maintaining a surprisingly positive attitude about the outcome. In Back to the Future, 1985, Crispin Glover portrayed George McFly, Marty McFly's quirky father. However, Glover's absence from Back to the Future Part 2, 1989, and its sequel, except for a few reused shots from the original film, sparked a significant controversy that would eventually lead to a lawsuit. According to reports, Glover was unhappy with the script for the second film and demanded the same $1 million salary as lead actor Michael J. Fox. However, in a 2012 interview with the AV Club, Glover refuted this claim, stating he was only offered $150,000 to return, a figure he said was about half of what his co-stars Leah Thompson and Tom Wilson, who had similarly sized roles, were offered. When Glover attempted to negotiate, he alleged that the offer was lowered by $25,000, which he implied was punishment for questioning the script. With Glover out of the picture, actor Jeffrey Weissman took over the role of George McFly. But with a twist, Weissman wore prosthetics made from a mold of Glover's face. This decision to use Glover's likeness without permission came at a cost far greater than anticipated, both financially and legally. In 1990, Glover sued the producers of Back to the Future Part 2 for using his likeness without consent, ultimately settling the case for a reported $760,000. This legal battle became a landmark case in Hollywood, influencing the way actors' likenesses are protected in future productions. Will Smith may now be a Hollywood icon, but his breakout role came in the 90s as the star of The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. While the show ran for 6 successful seasons, one of the biggest shakeups behind the scenes was the sudden replacement of Janet Hubert, who played Aunt Viv for the first 3 seasons. Hubert was replaced by Daphne Maxwell Reid, and since then, she hasn't been shy about sharing her side of the story. "You know, Mrs. Banks, since you had that baby, there's something different about you," became a famous line marking the transition. In a 2013 interview with Yahoo, Hubert revealed her feelings about being let go, claiming that Smith once said, "We're just going to replace her and act like nothing happened." Despite her departure, Hubert's portrayal of Aunt Viv remained beloved by fans. However, it wasn't just Smith behind the decision. Alfonso Ribeiro, who played Carlton, once hinted at tensions on set, recalling that Hubert would literally go off on people. The feud has lingered for decades, with Hubert continuing to express her frustrations publicly, making it clear that the situation left a lasting mark on her career. After spending nearly a decade alongside Leah Remini on The King of Queens, Kevin James formed a lasting bond with his on-screen wife. So, it wasn't much of a surprise when he invited her to guest star on his new show, Kevin Can Wait. Playfully, James joked, "She's in my life forever. I can't get rid of her," highlighting their undeniable connection. What did catch people off guard, however, was the effect this had on his new leading lady, Erin Hayes. After a full season as James's on-screen wife, Hayes was suddenly let go before the start of season 2. According to insiders, James had stronger chemistry with Remini, and that ultimately sealed Hayes' fate. Despite the abrupt departure, Hayes stayed classy, confirming the news on Twitter, writing, "True, I've been let go from the show. Very sad. I had a great experience season 1. Still, there's no denying the sting of being replaced because your co-star preferred to work with someone else." For Hayes, it must have been a tough pill to swallow, watching James opt to rekindle an old on-screen partnership at her expense. Ouch. To this day, many fans still regard the late Sir Sean Connery as their favorite James Bond. However, Connery's relationship with the producers of the 007 franchise was far from smooth. After making his debut as the iconic secret agent in 1962's Dr. No, Connery went on to play Bond in 4 more films. But by the time he starred in 1967's You Only Live Twice, his enthusiasm for the role had waned, and his demands for higher pay increased. He was earning $750,000 plus 25% of merchandising at that point, but he asked for $1 million and a percentage of the gross to return for the next Bond film. The producers attempted to use George Lazenby as leverage, but Connery held firm, leading to his temporary departure from the franchise. Lazenby stepped into the role for On Her Majesty's Secret Service, 1969, marking his one and only appearance as Bond. Despite mixed reviews, Lazenby later claimed he was offered a contract for 6 more films, but turned it down based on his agent's advice. With Lazenby out, the producers needed Connery back. United Artists eventually convinced Connery to return to the role with a substantial offer, $125 million, which brought him back for Diamonds Are Forever, 1971. Connery's return marked a significant chapter in Bond history, as it secured his legacy as one of the most beloved actors to ever play the suave spy. When Marvel fans were first introduced to James Rhodey Rhodes in Iron Man 2008, it was Terrence Howard in the role, setting the stage for the character's future as War Machine. But by the time Iron Man 2 2010 came around, Howard had been replaced by Don Cheadle, who continued to portray Rhodey in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, MCU. Howard wasn't shy about expressing his displeasure with how things played out, and for a time, he openly spoke about his frustrations. In a 2013 interview on Watch What Happens Live with Andy Cohen, Howard revealed that Marvel offered him only 1/8 of the salary he was owed for Iron Man 2. He also claimed that when he reached out to co-star Robert Downey Jr. for support, Downey didn't respond, leaving Howard feeling abandoned. 2 years later, in an interview with Rolling Stone, Howard further elaborated, stating that he had taken a $1 million pay cut to help secure Downey's casting as Tony Stark in the first Iron Man, a claim that Marvel has disputed. By 2017, Howard appeared on Watch What Happens Live again, this time with a different tone. He mentioned that he and Downey had reconciled and were friends once more. Howard also admitted that he had been drunk during his 2013 appearance, implying that his inebriation may have influenced his statements. However, he stopped short of retracting his original version of events, leaving some ambiguity around the true details of his departure from the MCU. When NBC's The West Wing debuted in 1999, Rob Lowe's character, Sam Seaborn, was initially positioned as a key player. However, over the next few seasons, Seaborn's role gradually diminished, culminating in a storyline in Season 4 that allowed for Lowe's exit. Though he left as a series regular, Lowe did return for a few episodes in the show's final season. According to CBR, Lowe's departure wasn't solely due to salary negotiations, but stemmed from a larger issue. He was the only lead actor who couldn't secure a raise. While many of his co-stars had seen their salaries double since the show's inception, Lowe's pay reportedly stayed the same. At one point, CNN reported Lowe was earning $75,000 per episode, while Martin Sheen, who played President Bartlett, was earning $300,000 per episode. In a statement Lowe released in July 2002, he expressed gratitude for his time on the series, but acknowledged that it had become increasingly clear that there was no longer a central place for Sam Seaborn on the West Wing. His exit marked a significant shift in the series, but Lowe remained appreciative of the opportunity despite the behind-the-scenes challenges. Hilary Duff's rise to fame as the star of Lizzie McGuire in the early 2000s made her a beloved teen icon, but the success of 2003's The Lizzie McGuire Movie also marked the beginning of the end for the character. That same year, Duff's mother and manager, Susan Duff, revealed to Entertainment Weekly that Disney halted negotiations for a film sequel after she requested a promised bonus be paid up front. Additionally, Susan claimed Disney was offering Hilary just $35,000 per episode to continue the series, despite other offers pouring in with six-figure deals. Ultimately, Disney and Duff couldn't reach an agreement, leading to the abrupt end of both the Lizzie McGuire TV series and any plans for a sequel film. As Duff herself reportedly said, "That's okay, I don't want it." Fans were thrilled in 2019 when news broke of a Lizzie McGuire revival for Disney+, with Duff reprising her iconic role. However, by the end of 2020, Duff took to Instagram to confirm that the revival had been canceled, leaving the much-anticipated return of Lizzie McGuire unfinished once again. James Corden shot to fame as the host of The Late Late Show, quickly becoming an American celebrity known for his approachable and energetic on-screen persona. With popular segments like carpool karaoke and trivia games featuring Hollywood's biggest stars, Corden built a career around his warm, inviting demeanor. However, the image Corden presented on TV clashed with reports of his behavior off-camera. Controversy erupted when stories emerged of his rude and disrespectful treatment of staff at the New York City restaurant Balthazar. The restaurant's owner, Keith McNally, publicly banned Corden after incidents where he allegedly demanded free drinks, berated servers, and even pulled a knife on a waiter. The backlash was swift, leading to Corden being canceled by the public. In response, he issued a public apology on The Late Late Show and directly to McNally, who later lifted the ban. Despite his efforts to mend his image, Corden's time on The Late Late Show is ending, with his departure set for 2023. Whether he can recover from the media firestorm and find a new audience remains to be seen. If you want to explore the journey with me, please leave number 1 and watch this video until the end. Interesting things are waiting for you in the video. Armie Hammer built a promising career in Hollywood, first gaining attention for his portrayal of Billy Graham in a 2008 film, and later becoming a sensation with his role in The Social Network. As a descendant of prominent oil tycoons, Armie had a net worth of $10 million. However, his fame and fortune took a dramatic nosedive when disturbing allegations surfaced in 2021. The controversy began when an anonymous Instagram account leaked screenshots of messages between Armie and several women containing references to rape, violence, and even cannibalism. Armie denied the allegations, but the situation worsened when a woman came forward in March 2021, accusing him of sexual assault in 2017. This led to an investigation by the Los Angeles police, and Army has since been embroiled in legal battles. As a result of these allegations, Armie Hammer's career has been left in ruins. He has lost multiple movie roles and remains on the outskirts of Hollywood. A recent documentary further explores the accusations and his past behavior, making it unlikely that he will return to the big screen anytime soon.
Thank you for watching my video. There are many other interesting things in the next videos. Please look forward to it. Thank you and goodbye.
Trump told lie after lie after lie. He never would have gotten away with that if Joe Biden was there.
Hello, my friend. Ever wonder how one shocking moment on live TV can flip a celebrity's world upside down? Let's take a deep dive into the jaw-dropping stories of famous faces who made career-crushing mistakes on talk shows, completely altering their lives. Who are these stars, and what exactly happened in those critical moments?
Trump told lie after lie after lie. He never would have gotten away with that if Joe Biden was there.
Bill Maher's words hold immense power, capable of inspiring change or inflicting harm. The renowned comedian and television host learned this lesson the hard way when a controversial remark nearly cost him his career. Known for his sharp wit on shows like Politically Incorrect and Real Time with Bill Maher, he earned a reputation for challenging ideas across the political spectrum, influencing the intersection of politics and entertainment. However, Maher's habit of pushing boundaries led him into trouble in 2017. During an episode of Real Time, while interviewing Senator Ben Sasse, he made a grave mistake by using a highly offensive racial slur in response to Sasse's invitation to work in Nebraska's fields. The backlash was swift and severe, with viewers and public figures condemning his remarks and sparking a broader conversation about the limits of comedy and the responsibilities of public figures. As the controversy escalated, Maher faced significant consequences. Major advertisers distanced themselves from his show, and calls for HBO to cancel Real Time intensified, putting immense pressure on the network. In an effort to salvage his career, Maher issued a public apology and invited prominent African-American guests onto his show to discuss the incident. While these actions showed a willingness to confront the issue, they couldn't entirely undo the damage to his reputation.
Over evil.
Sinéad O'Connor's musical journey began with her debut album, The Lion and the Cobra, in 1987, which established her as a rising star. Her 1990 follow-up, I Do Not Want What I Haven't Got, catapulted her to global stardom, selling over 7 million copies worldwide. The album's lead single, Nothing Compares to You, became an international sensation, earning her the title of Top World Single at the Billboard Music Awards. However, O'Connor's appearance on Saturday Night Live became her most infamous moment. Invited to perform songs from her latest album, she chose to make a bold statement against the Catholic Church. During her performance, she altered the lyrics of Bob Marley's War to address child abuse and tore a photograph of Pope John Paul II into pieces while declaring, "Fight the real enemy." This act was intended to protest alleged abuses within the church. The reaction was immediate and overwhelmingly negative. NBC received thousands of angry calls, and fellow celebrities like Madonna and Joe Pesci publicly condemned her actions. The backlash severely impacted O'Connor's career. Many radio stations refused to play her music, and her albums were boycotted. The controversy overshadowed her musical achievements, and while some viewed her actions as brave, her career never regained its former momentum.
That after 14 weeks of hiatus, Ellen returned to her studio here at Warner Brothers last week.
Ellen DeGeneres, the comedian, actress, and television host, known for her groundbreaking sitcom Ellen and long-running talk show, The Ellen DeGeneres Show, faced significant controversies that impacted her career. Reports surfaced in 2020 alleging a toxic work environment on her show, with staff members describing experiences of intimidation, racism, and unfair treatment. These allegations stood in stark contrast to DeGeneres' public persona of kindness and her catchphrase, "Be kind to one another." The controversy expanded beyond workplace issues, as DeGeneres also faced criticism for her responses to the COVID-19 pandemic lockdowns and her comments regarding the Black Lives Matter movement. These incidents, combined with the workplace allegations, led to a rapid erosion of public trust. Consequently, ratings for her show plummeted, and viewers and advertisers began distancing themselves from the program. In May 2021, DeGeneres announced that her show would conclude after its 19th of the season in 2022. This decision marked the end of an era in daytime television and indicated a major shift in DeGeneres' career. The once beloved host now faced an uncertain future in an industry where she had been a dominant force. If you want to explore the journey with me, please leave number 1 and watch this video until the end. Interesting things are waiting for you in the video. Paula Abdul's rise to fame took off in the most unexpected way during a Los Angeles Lakers game. Her energetic dancing caught the attention of the Jacksons, who gave her her first major break as the choreographer for their Torture music video. This success launched Abdul into the world of music video choreography, where she soon worked with major stars like Janet Jackson. Her talents weren't limited to music. She even choreographed the Jacksons' Victory Tour and crafted the iconic giant keyboard scene in the Tom Hanks film Big. However, Abdul's career took a turn in 2007 during an interview to promote American Idol. Her behavior in the interview, marked by delayed responses and unexpected laughter, led to public speculation about possible substance use. Although Abdul later denied these claims, the interview went viral, cementing an unusual aspect of her public image. The effects of this controversy were felt deeply when, just 2 years later, she left American Idol after a salary dispute. This moment, coupled with her gradual retreat from the spotlight, highlighted how the interview continued to influence her career, adding a complex chapter to her journey in the entertainment industry. Steven Seagal was once a rising star in the action movie world. During the early 1990s, he was invited to host Saturday Night Live, a move that seemed like a natural step to boost his growing popularity. However, Seagal's appearance on the show quickly became infamous. According to SNL cast members, including David Spade, Seagal was difficult to work with and uncooperative, making the preparation and execution of the episode challenging. His performance was so problematic that many have labeled him as one of the worst hosts in the show's history. The fallout from this disastrous hosting gig wasn't immediate, but it slowly became evident over time. While Seagal continued to star in a few more successful action films after his SNL appearance, his career trajectory began to decline. Industry insiders reportedly became hesitant to work with him, and the reputation he built from his SNL behavior may have contributed to his gradual fall from mainstream action stardom. By the late 1990s and early 2000s, Seagal found himself starring in low-budget, direct-to-video action movies that failed to capture the attention of broader audiences. The once promising action star's career had taken a significant downturn, leaving many to wonder if his infamous SNL appearance played a role in his professional struggles. Iggy Azalea's career journey is a testament to how quickly fortunes can change in the entertainment industry. The Australian rapper exploded onto the global music scene in 2014 with smash hits like Fancy and her feature on Ariana Grande's Problem. Her unique style and rapid rise made her one of the most talked about new artists of the year. Riding high on her success, Azalea was invited to perform Fancy on the live finale of Dancing with the Stars, a major opportunity to showcase her talents to a wide television audience. However, the performance didn't go as planned. Azalea stumbled at the beginning of the song, later attributing the mishap to issues with her in-ear monitor. While this single incident wasn't career-ending, it marked the start of a series of setbacks. The mishap on live TV tarnished an otherwise incredible year for the rapper and exposed her to increased scrutiny. Criticism, already brewing due to her adoption of African-American vernacular English and accusations of cultural appropriation, intensified during this time. Further challenges followed. Unspecified issues with her record label delayed the release of new music, slowing her momentum. The combination of public missteps, industry complications, and shifting public opinion caused a decline in Azalea's prominence in the music industry. As of the latest update, Azalea had taken an extended break from music, reflecting the unpredictable nature of fame in the fast-paced world of pop. Her journey highlights how factors like public performances, industry relationships, and cultural debates can dramatically influence an artist's trajectory. British television personality. Piers Morgan found himself at the center of a career-defining controversy following his reaction to an interview given by Meghan Markle, the Duchess of Sussex, and Prince Harry. In this widely watched interview, Markle opened up about her struggles with mental health, including experiencing suicidal thoughts while a member of the British royal family. Instead of responding with empathy, Morgan publicly doubted Markle's claims on his show Good Morning Britain, sparking widespread outrage. His dismissive attitude toward Markle's mental health struggles led to immediate backlash from viewers, mental health advocates, and fellow media figures who criticized his comments as harmful and insensitive. The controversy escalated during a live broadcast when a co-presenter challenged Morgan's statements. In response, Morgan walked off the set, leading to further public outcry. The incident resulted in a flood of complaints to the broadcasting regulator, Ofcom, and ultimately Morgan's resignation from Good Morning Britain. Despite the severe criticism and professional fallout, Morgan has remained unapologetic about his stance, further damaging his public image. His unwillingness to show remorse has left his career prospects uncertain, as the backlash from this incident continues to cast a shadow over his future in broadcasting.
Paula Deen's video apology wasn't good enough for the Food Network, who officially fired her the other day. And what did you say, nigga?
Paula Deen rose to fame as a beloved Southern chef, known for her comforting recipes and warm, motherly persona. Her journey in the food industry began in 1991 with the opening of the Lady Restaurant in Savannah, followed by the Lady and Sons in 1996, which she ran alongside her sons, Jamie and Bobby. Over the years, her culinary empire expanded to include multiple restaurants across the country, making her a household name in Southern cuisine. As a popular television personality on the Food Network, Deen's star seemed unstoppable. However, her carefully crafted image was shattered in 2013 when she became embroiled in a racism scandal. During a deposition for a lawsuit, Deen admitted to using racial slurs in the past, including the N-word, a revelation that sent shockwaves through her fan base and the wider public. In an attempt to control the damage, Deen appeared on the Today Show, but her defensive and evasive responses only made things worse. Many viewers felt she failed to take full accountability for her actions or express genuine remorse, instead coming across as dismissive of the seriousness of her behavior. The fallout was swift and severe. The Food Network, where Deen had been a staple for years, cut ties with her. Many of her business partnerships and endorsement deals were terminated, and several of her restaurant ventures faced closure or rebranding. Dean's failure to fully acknowledge the harm caused by her past actions led to a significant decline in her public image and career, serving as a cautionary tale about the fragility of fame and the importance of accountability. Belle Gibson once held a prominent position in the health and wellness community, gaining fame in 2013 with the launch of her mobile app, The Whole Pantry, and subsequent successful cookbooks. She built her brand on claims that she had managed multiple cancers through healthy living, inspiring thousands with her story. However, her career came crashing down when it was revealed in 2015 that her entire narrative was a fraud. Not only had Gibson fabricated her cancer diagnoses, but she also failed to donate funds to charity, as promised. Under increasing scrutiny, Gibson admitted to the deception, attributing her lies to her troubled upbringing. Despite this confession, the damage was done. Her career and credibility were irreparably damaged, and in 2017, she was fined $410,000 for misleading her followers. Despite facing legal consequences, Gibson continued to deny that she had intentionally misled people, claiming her admission invalidated her previous cancer statements. However, her actions, particularly encouraging people to forego conventional cancer treatments in favor of natural therapies, had already caused lasting harm. Before her downfall, The Whole Pantry had experienced immense success, with over 200,000 downloads and being named Apple's best food and drink app of 2013. The app's popularity led to a book deal and even a pre-installation on the Apple Watch. Yet Gibson's fabricated cancer story became her greatest undoing. Her ambitious plans to expand her brand under The Whole Life collapsed amid the scandal, leaving her once thriving wellness empire in ruins. Alex Pettyfer's rise in the entertainment industry began with great promise. Born into a theatrical family in Stevenage, England, Pettyfer first made his mark through modeling, managed by his mother. His true passion, however, was acting, which he pursued in school plays before transferring to the prestigious Sylvia Young Theatre School in London. His big break came with the British TV series Tom Brown's School Days, followed by his first major film role as Alex Rider in Stormbreaker. Despite his early success, Pettyfer's career took a hit in 2011. During an interview with V-Man magazine, he made scathing comments about Los Angeles, referring to the city as an insidious pool and likening an acting career to imprisonment. These remarks were viewed as highly damaging, especially in Hollywood, where he had been building his career. Along with rumors of difficult on-set behavior, these comments caused a major setback in Pettyfer's career. While he didn't disappear from the industry, the incident tarnished his reputation, slowing the momentum he had worked hard to achieve. Michael Jackson, known worldwide as the King of Pop, experienced a significant career decline following a controversial television interview in 2003. Jackson, who began his musical journey with the Jackson 5 in 1964 and later achieved solo stardom with albums like Off the Wall and Thriller, had an unparalleled influence on music, breaking racial barriers and redefining music videos as an art form. His contributions, including iconic albums like Bad, Dangerous, and History, cemented his status as one of the greatest entertainers in history. However, the 2003 documentary Living with Michael Jackson, featuring an interview conducted by Martin Bashir, sparked controversy. During the interview, Jackson made statements that caused widespread concern, particularly about his personal life. These remarks led to intense public scrutiny and a trial that placed Jackson's reputation under a microscope. Although he was acquitted of all charges, the controversy left a lasting impact on how he was perceived. Despite his acquittal, the allegations and the subsequent media storm irreversibly affected Jackson's life and career. He faced ongoing public scrutiny and financial challenges, which persisted until his untimely death in 2009. While Jackson's extraordinary musical legacy remains intact, the controversies that surrounded him often overshadow his groundbreaking achievements as an artist. His story serves as a reminder of how public perception can dramatically shift, even for the most celebrated figures.
Asked me these questions which I didn't know, and they were written questions, and then Elaine's reading her questions.
Sharon Osbourne, a long-standing figure in the entertainment industry, built a reputation for her outspoken nature and no-nonsense attitude. However, this very trait ultimately led to her downfall on the popular daytime talk show, The Talk. The incident in question revolved around a heated discussion about Piers Morgan's comments regarding Meghan Markle. Osbourne found herself defending Morgan, a longtime friend, against accusations of racism. This defense quickly escalated into a tense exchange with co-host Cheryl Underwood. During the live broadcast, Osbourne's attempts to justify Morgan's stance on Markle's mental health claims were met with visible frustration from Underwood. The discussion devolved into a confrontational debate that many viewers found uncomfortable to watch. The fallout from this on-air clash was swift and far-reaching, as social media erupted with discussions about Osbourne's behavior, prompting many to question her stance on racial issues. As the controversy gained momentum, past allegations against Osbourne resurfaced, including accusations of using racial slurs and exhibiting problematic behavior behind the scenes. These claims fueled public outcry and led to an internal investigation by the network. Ultimately, the investigation resulted in Osbourne's departure from The Talk, marking a significant blow to her career and tarnishing her public image. Lance Armstrong's journey from celebrated hero to disgraced athlete is one of the most dramatic falls in sports history. Once a symbol of perseverance and excellence, Armstrong became a global icon after overcoming testicular cancer that had spread to his brain and lungs. He then went on to win an unprecedented 7 consecutive Tour de France titles from 1999 to 2005, captivating millions with his triumph over adversity and his dominance in the grueling world of professional cycling. However, his carefully crafted image began to crumble in 2012 when the United States anti-doping agency, USADA, launched an investigation into allegations of long-term doping throughout his career. The investigation culminated in a damning report that revealed a sophisticated doping program orchestrated by Armstrong and his team. As a result, USADA stripped Armstrong of all his competitive results dating back to August 19, 1998, including his 7 Tour de France victories. In January 2013, Armstrong appeared on The Oprah Winfrey Show to confess to using performance-enhancing drugs. While he admitted to doping, he denied coercing teammates or bribing officials, claims met with skepticism by many. The fallout was swift, with major sponsors like Nike severing ties with him, leading to significant financial losses. Beyond the monetary impact, the scandal forever tarnished Armstrong's reputation and his once glowing legacy in the sport he had dominated. Few incidents in live television history are as infamous as Ashlee Simpson's 2004 appearance on Saturday Night Live. This moment not only exposed a widespread industry practice, but also dealt a significant blow to Simpson's budding career. Scheduled to perform 2 songs, her first went smoothly, but disaster struck during her second song when the vocals for Pieces of Me, her earlier performance, unexpectedly played instead of Autobiography. This technical glitch revealed that Simpson had been lip-syncing, a practice frowned upon in live performances, especially on a respected show like SNL. Caught off guard and visibly flustered, her reaction only compounded the embarrassment. Instead of addressing the situation directly, she awkwardly danced before quickly exiting the stage, leaving the audience and viewers confused. In the aftermath, Simpson's attempts to explain the incident only made matters worse. She blamed her band for the mistake, a claim that skeptics found unconvincing and damaging. The repercussions were swift. Simpson, who had been enjoying the success of her debut album, suddenly found her career in freefall. The media and public were unforgiving, viewing the incident as a reflection of the artifice in pop music. Ultimately, her reputation as a live performer was irreparably damaged, and her credibility as an artist came under intense scrutiny.
I know what he's doing. He's processing. He's trying to figure out what he...
Tom Cruise's controversy began with his appearance on The Oprah Winfrey Show, where his bizarre behavior, including jumping on Oprah's couch while professing his love for then-girlfriend Katie Holmes, raised eyebrows and became instant fodder for media scrutiny. While some viewed it as a genuine display of emotion, others found it erratic and unprofessional, setting the stage for further examination of Cruise's public persona. Following this incident, Cruise became embroiled in a public disagreement with actress Brooke Shields. He criticized Shields for her use of antidepressants to treat postpartum depression, advocating instead for vitamins and exercise as alternatives. This stance, rooted in Scientology's skepticism toward psychiatry, faced widespread backlash from medical professionals and the public. The situation escalated during his appearance on The Today Show with Matt Lauer, where Cruise dismissed psychiatry as a pseudoscience in a patronizing tone that many viewers found off-putting. The cumulative effect of these incidents was significant. In 2006, Paramount Pictures, which had maintained a 14-year relationship with Cruise, decided to sever ties with him. This unprecedented move for a star of his caliber signaled a shift in the industry's view on the balance between star power and potential liability. Even Steven Spielberg, a longtime collaborator and friend, publicly criticized Cruise's actions, although their professional relationship continued until 2023. Chris Harrison, the longtime host of the hit reality TV series The Bachelor, found himself embroiled in a controversy that eventually led to his departure from the show. The incident occurred during a season already mired in tension due to a contestant's controversial past. When asked about the situation, Harrison attempted to calm the storm by advocating for grace and understanding. His goal seemed to be protecting the show's image and offering a balanced perspective, but his comments were perceived by many viewers as a defense of problematic behavior without fully acknowledging its seriousness. The backlash was swift and intense, with fans and critics accusing Harrison of being too quick to defend the contestant without considering the potential harm caused by her past actions. His remarks were seen by some as insensitive, particularly given the gravity of the situation, and many expressed disappointment with his handling of the matter. Despite Harrison's attempts to clarify his position and explain his intentions, the controversy continued to grow. As pressure mounted from both fans and producers, the situation became untenable. Harrison's efforts to mitigate the fallout proved unsuccessful, and after nearly 2 decades as the face of The Bachelor, he ultimately stepped down from his hosting role, marking a significant shift for the long-running franchise.
On what's being called a revenge quest to kill any black man who crossed his path, Liam Neeson told a British...
Liam Neeson sparked widespread debate on social media following a candid interview during the promotion of one of his films. Neeson recounted a deeply troubling event from nearly 40 years earlier, when a close friend of his was sexually assaulted by a black man. In his anger and grief, Neeson admitted to harboring racist thoughts and seeking revenge by roaming the streets, hoping to harm a black man. Over time, Neeson came to recognize the dangerous nature of his thoughts and actions, expressing deep remorse for his behavior. Public reactions were divided. Some people labeled Neeson as racist for admitting to such thoughts, while others, including public figures like Trevor Noah and Whoopi Goldberg, praised his openness and ability to reflect on his past mistakes. Neeson's willingness to confront his darkest moments elicited both criticism and understanding, highlighting the complexities of addressing race and personal accountability in the public eye. Although the controversy didn't end Neeson's career, it significantly impacted his public image and how many of his fans perceived him. The incident served as a stark reminder that even the most admired celebrities can have a complex past, and their actions, whether admitted or discovered, can have lasting effects on their reputation and standing in the entertainment industry.
You've got a nice beard going, and
oh yeah, thank you.
How is that, the beard?
In what way?
In 2009, Joaquin Phoenix found himself in the spotlight for all the wrong reasons during a highly publicized appearance on The Late Show with David Letterman. Sporting an unruly beard and dark sunglasses, Phoenix's behavior was bizarre and unsettling. His responses were mumbled, incoherent, and a far cry from his usual composed demeanor. The audience, as well as Letterman, were caught off guard, leading to widespread speculation about his mental health and potential substance abuse. The fallout from this appearance was swift. The media frenzy painted Phoenix as unstable, and industry insiders quickly distanced themselves. Producers became hesitant to cast him, fearing the negative association. As a result, Phoenix faced a period of receiving less favorable roles as his reputation took a hit. What had been a stellar career was suddenly marked by uncertainty as the actor struggled to shake the label of unpredictability. It wasn't until much later that Phoenix revealed the truth. His erratic behavior had been part of an elaborate performance for his mockumentary, I'm Still Here. Despite the revelation, the damage had already been done, and it took years of strong performances for him to rebuild his career. John Mayer, once considered a rising star destined for legendary status in the music world, saw his reputation take a significant hit following a controversial interview with Playboy magazine in 2010. During the interview, Mayer made offensive comments about his past relationships with Jessica Simpson and Jennifer Aniston and included inappropriate racial remarks. His attempt to be edgy and provocative backfired, not only damaging his own image, but also negatively affecting the reputations of the women involved. The backlash was swift and harsh, with critics attacking Mayer's character and career. Despite issuing a public apology on social media, the damage to Mayer's career was evident. Following the controversy, his musical success began to wane. Since his 2010 collaboration with Taylor Swift on Half of My Heart, none of his singles have reached the top 25 on the U.S. Billboard charts, a stark contrast to his previous chart-topping hits. This decline marked a significant downturn in his career, suggesting that the controversy had a lasting impact on his musical trajectory. What once seemed like a promising future in the music industry dimmed as the controversy continued to overshadow his talent. Though he remains active in music, the fallout from his ill-judged remarks has been a defining moment in his career, altering how both fans and the industry view him.
Every Latino out of this country, then who is going to be cleaning your toilet, Donald Trump?
Oh, that's no.
In the sense that,
no.
You know what I mean?
Kelly Osbourne, daughter of rock legend Ozzy Osbourne and TV personality Sharon Osbourne, experienced a major career stumble during an appearance on The View. The incident occurred amidst then presidential candidate Donald Trump's controversial remarks about the Latino community. While attempting to criticize Trump's xenophobic rhetoric, Osbourne made a comment that backfired dramatically. She asked, "If you kick every Latino out of this country, then who's going to be cleaning your toilet, Donald Trump?" Her attempt to condemn Trump's views unintentionally reinforced harmful stereotypes. The backlash was swift, particularly from the Latino community, who expressed hurt and disappointment at Osbourne's words. What was meant to be a defense of immigrants instead came across as a perpetuation of racial stereotypes, suggesting that Latino workers were primarily seen as domestic laborers. The moment highlighted how discussing sensitive topics in public forums can go terribly wrong, even with good intentions. In response, Osbourne issued a public apology, acknowledging her poor choice of words and clarifying that she did not hold racist views. Despite her efforts to rectify the situation, the damage to her public image was already done. The incident served as a reminder of the complexities and risks of discussing social issues in the public eye.
Thank you for watching my video. There are many other interesting things in the next videos. Please look forward to it. Thank you and goodbye. Welcome back to the channel. Today we will explore the top celebrities who will never work in Hollywood again. Without further ado, let's get started. Adam Sandler, once hailed as a comedic genius, graced the silver screen with his infectious humor, becoming a beloved figure in Hollywood. However, as time progressed, audiences began to tire of his repetitive roles and formulaic movies, leading to criticism and waning popularity. Despite his initial success, Sandler's films in recent years failed to captivate audiences and were panned by critics as uninspired and lacking creativity. Moreover, Sandler's avoidance of media attention and reluctance to engage in interviews further contributed to his diminishing presence in the industry. After a career spanning 55 years, Sandler made the decision to retire from acting, citing a loss of passion for the profession. His departure marked the end of an era characterized by his distinctive comedic style and marked a transition in Hollywood's landscape. Katherine Heigl's journey from sought-after actress to Hollywood outcast is a cautionary tale of how one's behavior can impact their career. Once lauded for her talent and beauty, Heigl's reputation took a nosedive as reports emerged of her difficult demeanor on set. Colleagues accused her of being a nightmare to work with, citing frequent wardrobe issues, reluctance to leave her trailer, and a habit of questioning scripts. But it wasn't just behind-the-scenes drama that tarnished Heigl's image. Her public criticism of her role on Grey's Anatomy further fueled negative perception. Despite attempts to reconcile with the show's producers, Heigl found herself rejected for future opportunities on the series. Today, despite her acting prowess, Heigl finds herself sidelined in Hollywood. Producers are wary of casting her in significant roles, fearing potential disruptions on set. It's a stark reminder that talent alone is not enough to sustain a career in the competitive world of showbiz. Shia LaBeouf's career trajectory has been tumultuous, marked by both promising beginnings and troubling controversies. Initially gaining fame as a Disney star, LaBeouf transitioned into leading roles in major franchises like Transformers. However, as his time in the spotlight prolonged, his behavior off-screen began to overshadow his talent. Known for his difficult demeanor and erratic actions, LaBeouf's reputation in the industry soured, making it challenging for him to secure roles. Moreover, a string of legal issues, including allegations of assault, dangerous driving, animal cruelty, and sexual offenses, further tarnished his image. The fallout from these controversies was severe. LaBeouf found himself replaced in prominent projects, and his once promising career took a nosedive. Today, many in Hollywood have effectively blacklisted him. However, the question remains, will LaBeouf make a comeback? Despite his fall from grace, some speculate that he may stage a return to the industry. Tobey Maguire, celebrated for his portrayal of Spider-Man, faced an uncertain path after the franchise's triumph. Despite the blockbuster success of the Spider-Man movies, Maguire struggled to maintain momentum in his career. The final installment of the trilogy, deemed lackluster, hindered his prospects for future success. Notorious for his selective approach to roles, Maguire admitted difficulty in finding projects that resonated with him. His tenure was marked by on-set tensions, particularly with co-star James Franco, complicating matters further. Faced with these challenges, Maguire shifted his focus to producing, hoping to find fulfillment behind the scenes. However, his producing endeavors failed to achieve significant success, leaving his career trajectory uncertain. While Maguire's prominence peaked during the Spider-Man era, his struggle to replicate that success outside the franchise ultimately signaled the end of an era. Frankie Muniz, best known for his role in Malcolm in the Middle, enjoyed widespread acclaim during his acting career, even earning Emmy and Golden Globe nominations. However, in 2001, at just 16 years old, Muniz developed a passion for car racing, prompting him to temporarily step away from acting to pursue this new endeavor full-time. His transition to professional racing took an unexpected turn in 2009 when a severe crash left him with multiple injuries, ending his racing career prematurely. Despite efforts to return to acting, Muniz chose to shift his focus, channeling his energy into his personal life. Today, Muniz co-owns a specialty shop with his wife and prioritizes his family. While his racing days are behind him, his iconic performances, including in Big Fat Liar, continue to resonate with audiences, marking a memorable chapter in his career. Kevin Jonas, famed for his role in the Jonas Brothers, rose to prominence during their Disney era, captivating audiences with their TV series and captivating performances. As the trio transitioned beyond Disney and embarked on individual pursuits, Kevin's journey took a distinctive turn. While Joe Jonas forged ahead with acting and formed the band DNCE, and Nick Jonas balanced music and acting, fans pondered Kevin's path. In contrast to his brothers, Kevin prioritized family over fame. Recognizing the value of familial bonds, he chose to step away from the spotlight, embracing a quieter, more grounded life. As the eldest brother, Kevin redirected his focus towards endeavors in development and real estate, finding fulfillment in nurturing his family and fostering a sense of stability. Today, he cherishes his role as a dedicated father and husband, finding joy in the everyday moments shared with his delightful daughters. In the pantheon of Hollywood legends, Gene Hackman stands tall. With a career spanning over 5 decades, Hackman's cinematic journey began in the swinging 60s. Over the years, he etched his name into the annals of film history with over 80 memorable performances, including iconic roles in classics like Bonnie and Clyde. Yet, every curtain call must come eventually. In 2004, Hackman took his final bow on the silver screen, officially retiring from acting. His decision, announced in 2008, stemmed from health concerns that plagued him in his 70s. Fatigue weighed heavy on him, prompting doctors' advice to step away from the stress of the industry. But retirement didn't signal the end of Hackman's creative spirit. He pivoted to a new chapter, penning gripping tales as a historical fiction author. With several books bearing his name, Hackman continues to captivate audiences, even as he celebrates his 91st orbit around the sun. Dylan Sprouse, known for his role as one half of the dynamic duo in Disney's The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, carved his own path after the show's end. While his twin brother Cole pursued a thriving acting career, Dylan opted for a different route. In a departure from the small screen, Dylan voiced his disinterest in television, recognizing the demanding nature of his brother's profession. Instead, he embarked on a journey of self-discovery, enrolling in university to pursue his passion for video game design. Although his academic pursuits didn't directly lead him to a career in gaming, they sparked an unexpected interest in brewing. Post-graduation, Dylan delved into the world of mead making, establishing his own brewery. Today, Dylan's entrepreneurial spirit thrives as he oversees his successful meadery business. His story is a testament to the power of following one's passions, even when the path diverges from expectations. Cheers to Dylan for forging his own unique legacy beyond the confines of the screen. Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen, the dynamic duo who charmed audiences worldwide with their adorable antics on Full House, transitioned seamlessly from child stars to fashion moguls. While their acting career flourished with numerous movies, the twins eventually decided to shift gears, prioritizing their education in the early 2000s. Feeling constrained by the lack of creative control in the acting industry, Mary-Kate and Ashley made the bold choice to step away from the spotlight. Despite their fame as actresses, they didn't identify with the role and sought fulfillment elsewhere. Enter the world of fashion. Embracing their passion for design, the Olsen twins launched their own clothing lines, earning accolades for their innovative creations. With newfound freedom to express their creativity behind the scenes, Mary-Kate and Ashley found genuine happiness in their new roles as highly respected designers. Their journey from Hollywood darlings to celebrated fashion icons serves as a testament to their versatility and entrepreneurial spirit. Gwyneth Paltrow, the acclaimed actress known for her roles in blockbuster hits like Iron Man, Glee, Spider-Man, and The Avengers, decided to step away from the film industry in 2020. Despite a long and successful career, Paltrow's departure was influenced by multiple factors, including her personal life, family, and burgeoning lifestyle brand. One significant reason for her exit was the harassment and gender-based challenges she faced from colleagues and superiors in the industry. Over time, the glamour of acting faded, and she grew weary of public scrutiny, the constant hustle, and the frequent travel that kept her away from her family. Today, Gwyneth has found fulfillment as a successful business owner, focusing on her lifestyle brand, Goop. She relishes the simpler pleasures of life, such as cooking, spending quality time with her children, and reconnecting with old friends. Paltrow's transition from Hollywood star to entrepreneur highlights her desire for a more balanced and serene life. Jennifer Lawrence, known for her roles in Silver Linings Playbook, Passengers, the X-Men series, and, of course, the iconic Hunger Games franchise, Lawrence's meteoric rise to fame saw her become one of the most recognizable faces in Hollywood. Dropping out of middle school to pursue acting full-time, she quickly made a name for herself, even making Oscar history along the way. However, as her career progressed, Jennifer began taking on projects that didn't fare well with critics. Despite a brief resurgence with the big-budget film Red Sparrow in 2018, which was met with mixed reviews, her visibility in Hollywood started to wane. Following a short appearance in the X-Men franchise in 2019, Lawrence has largely stepped away from the spotlight. When asked about her absence from acting, Jennifer revealed that she needed a break from the relentless pace of the industry, not wanting to become just another cog in the Hollywood machine. Currently, her focus is on her personal life, especially her impending motherhood, as she announced her pregnancy earlier this year. Phoebe Cates, a quintessential 80s star, made a lasting impression with her roles in Gremlins and Fast Times at Ridgemont High. With over 20 films to her name during her career peak, she seemed unstoppable in Hollywood. However, at the height of her fame, Phoebe made the surprising decision to step away from acting. Her choice was driven by a deep commitment to motherhood. Balancing the demands of being a full-time actress with raising 2 children proved challenging, leading her to prioritize her family over her career. For the past 30 years, Cates has maintained a low profile, focusing on her family life away from the limelight. In addition to her role as a dedicated mother, Phoebe ventured into the world of business by opening her own boutique in New York City. Rumor has it, if you visit her store, you might just catch a glimpse of her. Her transition from Hollywood star to devoted mom and successful entrepreneur underscores her multifaceted talents and dedication to her loved ones. Taking this spot is Terrence Howard, the American actor renowned for his roles in Iron Man and the hit TV series Empire. After the 5-year run of Empire concluded, Howard made a surprising vow he would never act again. He expressed relief at not needing to pretend anymore, hinting at a desire to shift his focus towards more genuine pursuits. Howard's decision to retire from acting stems from his reflection on a 37-year career spent portraying characters that weren't true to himself. He emphasized a newfound commitment to discovering and teaching truth, though he has remained somewhat vague about what this truth entails. Despite the ambiguity, it's clear that Howard is pursuing a path that aligns more closely with his personal discoveries and goals. Whether this means delving into educational endeavors or exploring other passions, Howard is dedicated to bringing authenticity to his future endeavors. While his explanation might leave some fans curious, it's evident that he's seeking fulfillment beyond the realm of fiction. John Travolta, once a luminous star of Hollywood's golden era, seems to have gradually receded from the limelight in recent times. Following a string of roles that failed to resonate with audiences, the seasoned actor made the poignant decision to bid farewell to his acting career. Travolta's departure from Hollywood was not solely a professional choice. It was deeply intertwined with personal tragedy. The loss of his beloved wife to cancer marked a profound turning point in his life. As a devoted single father, he prioritized his children's well-being and embarked on a journey of healing and family solidarity. While it's uncertain of his exact age, Travolta's career has undoubtedly spanned decades, earning him widespread acclaim and admiration. His legacy remains indelible, a testament to his talent and resilience in the face of life's challenges. Mike Myers, renowned for his roles in iconic films like Austin Powers, Wayne's World, and the Shrek franchise, initially rose to fame through his work on Saturday Night Live. However, behind the scenes, reports emerged of Myers being difficult to work with former colleagues describing him as a diva on set. This behavior, coupled with his involvement in several unsuccessful films, contributed to a decline in Myers' standing as a leading man in Hollywood. Lawsuits filed against him by Universal Studios, citing issues with his scripts, further tarnished his reputation. Ultimately, a combination of factors, including his temperament on set and poor film choices, led to Myers' diminished presence in the industry. Despite his past successes, recent ventures like The Guru, which performed poorly at the box office, marked a downturn in his career trajectory. Katherine Heigl's journey from sought-after actress to Hollywood outcast is a cautionary tale of how one's behavior can impact their career. Once lauded for her talent and beauty, Heigl's reputation took a nosedive as reports emerged of her difficult demeanor on set. Colleagues accused her of being a nightmare to work with, citing frequent wardrobe issues, reluctance to leave her trailer, and a habit of questioning scripts. But it wasn't just behind-the-scenes drama that tarnished Heigl's image. Her public criticism of her role on Grey's Anatomy further fueled negative perceptions. Despite attempts to reconcile with the show's producers, Heigl found herself rejected for future opportunities on the series. Today, despite her acting prowess, Heigl finds herself sidelined in Hollywood. Producers are wary of casting her in significant roles, fearing potential disruptions on set. It's a stark reminder that talent alone is not enough to sustain a career in the competitive world of showbiz. Amanda Bynes, known for her roles in classic teen movies like Easy AI, She's the Man, and Hairspray, made the surprising decision to retire from acting at just 24 years old. This choice stemmed from her personal struggles with her appearance, as she found it difficult to watch herself on screen. Despite receiving rave reviews for her performance in Easy AI, Bynes' discomfort with seeing herself in the film led her to permanently step away from acting. Reflecting on this decision, Bynes has expressed hope for a potential return to the industry after her decade-long hiatus. However, Bynes has also faced challenges in the public eye, including legal issues and concerns about her mental health. As a result, her future in acting remains uncertain. Despite the uncertainties, many fans, like myself, remain hopeful for her comeback, as she remains a beloved figure in the entertainment industry. In the early 2000s, Cameron Diaz was a dominant force in Hollywood, anchoring iconic franchises like Charlie's Angels and Shriek while gracing the screens of numerous blockbuster hits. Yet, despite her ubiquity and initial success, Diaz's career trajectory hit a bump as she starred in a series of box office disappointments. Despite her undeniable talent and charm, Diaz found it increasingly challenging to secure significant roles in noteworthy films. Faced with this reality, she made the heartfelt decision to bid farewell to her illustrious 25-year acting career. Diaz's departure from acting wasn't solely a professional choice. It was deeply rooted in her desire to reclaim her time and focus on personal fulfillment. Embracing her new role as a mother and wife, Diaz embarked on a journey of self-discovery and introspection. Additionally, she ventured into entrepreneurship, launching her own wine brand, a testament to her entrepreneurial spirit and creativity. Mike Myers, renowned for his roles in iconic films like Austin Powers, Wayne's World, and the Shrek franchise, initially rose to fame through his work on Saturday Night Live. However, behind the scenes, reports emerged of Myers being difficult to work with former colleagues describing him as a diva on set. This behavior, coupled with his involvement in several unsuccessful films, contributed to a decline in Myers' standing as a leading man in Hollywood. Lawsuits filed against him by Universal Studios, citing issues with his scripts, further tarnished his reputation. Ultimately, a combination of factors, including his temperament on set and poor film choices, led to Myers' diminished presence in the industry. Despite his past successes, recent ventures like The Guru, which performed poorly at the box office, marked a downturn in his career trajectory. Taylor Lautner's rise to fame was synonymous with the Twilight franchise, catapulting him into instant stardom. However, once the series concluded, Lautner struggled to find his footing in Hollywood. Despite efforts to break away from his iconic role, he felt pigeonholed by the success of Twilight, believing that it defined his acting career. In search of new opportunities, Lautner ventured into television, hoping to revitalize his acting career. However, his presence in the industry seemed to fade, with few notable roles outside of the vampire saga. Some may recall his brief foray into romantic comedy alongside Taylor Swift, but beyond that, Lautner's appearances have been sparse. While his fans may wonder about his whereabouts, Lautner's journey serves as a reminder of the challenges actors face when transitioning from iconic roles to new ventures in the ever-evolving landscape of entertainment. Brendan Fraser, like many celebrities, experienced a meteoric rise in his career during the early 2000s, establishing himself as a prominent leading man in Hollywood. However, as time progressed, his roles began to dwindle, and several of his films failed to resonate with audiences. In addition to professional setbacks, Fraser faced personal challenges, including multiple surgeries resulting from on-set injuries sustained while performing his own stunts. These surgeries necessitated a lengthy recovery period spanning 7 years, during which his opportunities in the industry became increasingly limited. Moreover, Fraser revealed that he was assaulted while working, an incident that deeply affected him. Ultimately, this event served as a catalyst for his decision to retire from acting and abandon his high-profile lifestyle. Amidst these challenges, Fraser's career took a significant downturn, marking a pivotal moment in his life and professional journey. In the glittering realm of 80s cinema, one name shone bright: Michael Scoofling. Rising to fame with his unforgettable portrayal in the cult classic 16 Candles, Scoofling seemed destined for Hollywood stardom. Yet, after gracing the silver screen in 8 subsequent films, the enigmatic actor abruptly vanished from the scene. What drove this sudden departure? It appears Scoofling grew disenchanted with the industry's offerings. Despite his undeniable talent, he found himself typecast and uninspired by the roles on offer. Faced with a crossroads, he made a bold decision to walk away. But Scoofling's story doesn't end there. Rather than chasing the glitz and glamour of Hollywood, he embraced a new passion: carpentry. Trading the spotlight for sawdust, he found fulfillment in crafting wood rather than line. Today, Scoofling's days are spent not on sound stages, but in the comforting embrace of family. His journey serves as a poignant reminder that sometimes the brightest lights aren't found in fame, but in the warmth of those we love. Nikki Blonsky burst onto the scene with her unforgettable performance in the iconic Hairspray. While the film garnered widespread acclaim, Nikki's journey in Hollywood took an unexpected turn. Despite her fervent dreams of becoming a leading actress, she found herself sidelined by an industry that seemed to have different plans. Struggling against typecasting and limited opportunities, Nikki faced a harsh reality while her co-stars soared to new heights. Her path seemed blocked. Undeterred, she made a bold decision to pivot her career, embracing cosmetology as a temporary refuge while never relinquishing her aspirations of returning to the spotlight. Nikki's resilience and determination shine through her story, serving as a testament to the grit and tenacity required to navigate the unpredictable currents of showbiz. Despite the setbacks, her unwavering spirit keeps her poised for a triumphant comeback, a testament to the enduring power of chasing one's dreams. Rick Moranis, the beloved Canadian actor, might not immediately ring a bell until you recall his iconic role in the childhood classic Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. Known for his performances in 80s comedy hits like Ghostbusters, The Flintstones, and Parenthood, Moranis enjoyed a successful career in the entertainment industry. However, at the peak of his success, he suddenly vanished from the acting scene, leaving fans puzzled. The reason behind his abrupt retirement was profoundly personal. Following the tragic death of his wife from cancer, Moranis chose to step away from Hollywood to focus on raising his 2 children as a stay-at-home dad. What was initially intended to be a temporary hiatus eventually turned into a permanent departure from acting. Despite missing the camaraderie and creativity of the film industry, Moranis has no regrets about his decision to prioritize his family. Corinne Parsons, best known for her role as the iconic Hilary Banks on the culture-defining show The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, takes this spot. After the show ended in 1996, it seemed likely that fans would follow Parsons to her next projects. However, she struggled to find similar success in other roles, facing constant disappointment and frustration. Eventually, this led to a loss of passion for acting, prompting her to seek fulfillment elsewhere. Parsons channeled her energy into meaningful work with a nonprofit foundation called Sweet Blackberry. This charity is dedicated to educating children about Black history heroes through engaging films. In addition to her work with Sweet Blackberry, Parsons ventured into writing. In 2019, she published a children's novel titled How High the Moon, followed by another book, Flying Free, in 2020. Corinne Parsons' journey highlights her transition from a beloved actress to an impactful storyteller and educator, making significant contributions outside of Hollywood. Peter Ostrom might not be a household name, but his iconic role as Charlie in the 1971 classic Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory is unforgettable. Despite the fame that came with playing the main character, Peter made the surprising decision to walk away from acting at the age of 12. Offered a 3-movie deal after the film, he chose not to sign the contract, making Willy Wonka his first and only film. This unexpected choice stemmed from a newfound passion that emerged during his childhood. Fascinated by veterinarians working on his family's animals, Peter discovered his true calling. This experience profoundly impacted him, steering him away from Hollywood and towards a career as a veterinarian. While giving up the spotlight for a life with animals might seem unusual, for Peter, it was a natural decision. He found genuine fulfillment in veterinary medicine, proving that sometimes the most unconventional paths lead to the greatest satisfaction. Angus Turner Jones, though not a household name, made a lasting impression as the endearing child star on 2.5 Men. From 2003 to 2013, viewers watched him mature from a 9-year-old to a young adult on the popular sitcom. His role catapulted him to fame, becoming the highest-paid child actor on television by 2010. However, Jones' departure from Hollywood at the tender age of 19 shocked many. The reason behind his decision was deeply rooted in his faith. Disillusioned by the show's content, he publicly criticized its vulgarity, feeling it conflicted with his religious beliefs. Despite his early success in acting, Jones chose to pursue a different path. He enrolled in college, initially studying environmental studies before finding his passion in Jewish studies. Today, he thrives as the president of an event entertainment company in Los Angeles, proving that sometimes staying true to oneself means taking the road less traveled. Mara Wilson. Despite her promising start in acting, she made the bold decision to step away from the industry at just 13 years old. In 2016, Wilson re-emerged as a writer, releasing an autobiography that shed light on her journey through accidental fame. The book delved into her struggles with growing older and navigating the pressures of Hollywood standards. At 13, she faced a pivotal decision: conform to industry norms through cosmetic surgery or embrace herself and bid farewell to acting. Ultimately, she chose self-acceptance, paving the way for a new chapter in her life. Today, Mara Wilson is fully immersed in her role as a writer and director, carving out a fulfilling path beyond the spotlight. Her story serves as a testament to the power of self-awareness and the pursuit of authenticity in a demanding industry. Jack Gleason, renowned for his portrayal in the widely acclaimed TV series Game of Thrones, held a pivotal role from 2011 to 2014. Despite the series' monumental success, Gleason opted to step away from acting, a decision grounded in profound personal reflection. In candid interviews, Gleason articulated a fundamental shift in his relationship with acting. Once a source of joy and camaraderie, it had gradually evolved into a profession that failed to bring him the same satisfaction. The pressures of fame and the demands of a full-time acting career had altered his perception, diminishing the intrinsic enjoyment he once derived from the craft. Following his departure from the spotlight, Gleason embarked on a journey of intellectual exploration, immersing himself in the study of philosophy in Dublin. His decision to prioritize personal fulfillment over professional acclaim serves as a poignant reminder of the importance of introspection and authenticity in navigating life's opportunities. Daniel Day-Lewis, the esteemed British actor, boasts an impressive array of accolades, including 3 Oscars and 4 British Academy of Film and Television Arts Awards. Knighted by Queen Elizabeth II, he garnered widespread acclaim for his unparalleled talent. However, his decision to retire from acting in 2017, following his 3rd Oscar win for Phantom Thread, stunned the industry. The announcement, made through his representative, offered little explanation, adding to the intrigue surrounding his departure. In a rare interview, Day-Lewis confessed that his decision was driven by an overwhelming sense of sadness during the filming of Phantom Thread. Despite initially having no intention of retiring, he found himself compelled to reassess his career. Reflecting on his departure, Day-Lewis emphasized the importance of embracing the responsibility and values inherent in acting. Though he admits to feeling a different kind of sadness in retirement, he looks back on his acting days with nostalgia and fondness. Jennette McCurdy, once a prominent figure in Nickelodeon's lineup with leading roles in iCarly and Sam and Cat, made a significant departure from Hollywood in 2014. Despite her notable success, McCurdy carried a deep-seated resentment towards the industry. This sentiment stemmed from her early immersion in acting at the age of 6, largely influenced by her mother's aspirations. By the tender age of 10, McCurdy found herself shouldering the financial responsibilities of her family, a burden that weighed heavily on her young shoulders. Despite reaching the pinnacle of her career, McCurdy's discontent continued to grow, leading to her decision to step away from acting, much to the dismay of her agents and managers. Even during the highly anticipated 2021 reboot of iCarly, McCurdy chose not to participate, surprising many fans. However, this departure from acting marked a pivotal turning point in McCurdy's life. Embracing a newfound sense of agency, she redirected her energies towards writing and directing, finding fulfillment and purpose in her creative pursuits. Mike Myers, renowned for his roles in iconic films like Austin Powers, Wayne's World, and the Shrek franchise,